Imagine how every single time I start a stream, I've got to time the switch over just perfectly so the new song doesn't start playing. Hello everyone, how you all doing? Hey JB. People using your word, JB. That's because they love it, bro. Sorry, one second. Let me reset the bot, 'cause the bot, I think the bot, what's going on? Is it not been authenticated? Seems like it's not working. Give me a sec. Hey Walt, how you doing? Let me have a look. We'll get cracking. I need to come out of this building though, because I'm gonna get copyright claimed again because of the music. But yeah, JB, everyone's using Euro now. Euro is an activation word now for the for the people who come by stream early. They get extra gas. Because yes, it hasn't been. That's exactly why it's broken. It hasn't been authenticated. Give me a sec on this. I think I use Chrome to. No, that's not the right Chrome. I use the other Chrome. There we go for the Gazabot. There we go. Okay, Gazabot's back in. All right, so bot should be working. Gazabot should be connected. There we go. To be fair, Ur is actually quite a common word apparently where JB lives. So yes, it is a word that other people use, but JB is the one who spread it to us. So shout out to JB for that. Alright, so hello everyone over on YouTube as well as over on Twitch. I think everything's running nicely. Yep, I think everything's good. Mutt, I don't know why you're talking to me. I don't like you, Mutt. Let me call Mutt, actually. Let me get him to give me some... Let me get him to get some stuff for me.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Brassy, how you doing? I heard it before, but it's part of his identity for sure. Oh yeah, it's definitely like it's like a core part of JB. Like he says it like a lot.
Gonna cost
like I can't imagine everyone in this class says you're. At least you know, like I bet you he's like a big part of that. Like he's probably spread it to everyone else in his class as well. He's like those old Cockneys, you know, like the Cockneys in London. He's like someone who grew up with that kind of speech, bringing it back, spreading it to his like fellow. It's like kind of what he does, you know. He's bringing that to his fellow young'uns, his fellow Gen Z. He's spreading it. So I don't imagine a lot of Gen Z probably say it. It's probably more of a an older word for old, you know, for a little bit like maybe more like older people, like middle class, like not middle class, middle age, or you know, it's probably not something a lot of young Gen Z say, but yeah, he's spreading it to everyone. Is it Eminem's birthday today? You're basically was in an outside tray and inside a courtroom, but still attend school because it's for. Oh, so you went to a courtroom. That's pretty cool. I'm wondering if it was maybe his like his parents, maybe, or someone he knows, like, because it is a thing in Brooklyn. So I do wonder if maybe it was something that his parents picked up when, or maybe like someone else, maybe some of the people that had maybe some of his parents' friends maybe said it, and he was like, you know, he picked up off it. It's quite funny, or maybe he did watch it from a movie. Maybe he likes like movies set in the same place he lives. Alright, anyway, let's crack on. What are these community jobs? I won't do them, but oh, are these some of these Halloween ones here? Some Halloween ones? Coffin dodgers. Fuck. Alright, great picture. It's good. Cool. That's pretty cool. So they got like death matches. Nah, no one wants to do those, lads. Like Rockstar, no one wants to do death matches like that. Come on, bro. Should have picked out some Halloween-inspired LTSs, then maybe people would have played them. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all Rockstar decided to put on was that, and then this one. Bit weird. You're in the fresh air, man, not in the tray air, yeah? I was gonna say, what the fuck's a tray air? Whenever you say something I don't know, I just assume it's an American thing and just go along with it. No, we'll turn that off. I don't wanna be slasher. Alright, so crew members, friends first. That's not friends, that's friends, and then I'll invite in a sec. I couldn't get onto GTA earlier. It just would not let me on. I kept trying over and over and over again. It just would not let me on. You stopped going to field trips in 9th grade at your school. Only the GT kids got to do that shit. The Dragon Ball GT kids got to do it. Yo, fire. If that's not a reason to be a Dragon Ball GT kid, I don't know what else is. I'm gonna be real. The teacher's a cool guy, him and the engineering teacher. Oh, I'm glad you had a good time, Kayla. Milk chocolate M&Ms, yeah? I do like the milk chocolate ones. I would say my favorite are the crispy M&Ms at the moment. I really enjoyed those when we used to go to the cinema more. I used to have those every time, but we haven't gone cinema for ages, so I haven't had them for ages either. Probably good for my waistline. Hey, Rebecca. How you doing? Gifted and talented. You had to do a test. Nah, that's GT. That's Dragon Ball GT. I'm gonna believe that is Dragon Ball GT, because that would be way funnier. Like, they let all the Dragon Ball GT fans go, but if you hate Dragon Ball GT, you can't go. Like, some teacher has, like, a real hatred for people that dislike GT. That would be me if I was a teacher. I'd quiz all my students, like, do you like Dragon Ball GT or not? And if they say no, then they're getting detention, and they're going to the back of the class, where they're going to then sit in the corner and look at the wall. And they're not going to be able to do anything else. I think that's fair. Tired as usual. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You're always tired. I understand why. I'm fine, thank you. How you doing? Oh, well, I've already asked you that, but whatever. You know what I mean. I'm glad I'm fine. I'm fine anyway. So I'm just kind of like anticipating this slasher mode. I'm kind of eager to get in it. My brain's already ahead of time. Yeah, one kid who said GT was worse evolution we see than us not to be able to go. Yeah, good. Good. Anyone who says... Oh, no, you know what? Anyone who doesn't like GT is bad enough, but anyone that says evolution is better is despicable. Like, they need to be removed. They need to be thrown out of a large building. Ideally, a building that is at least the height of the Empire State. Seems I'm tired too. Yeah, I'm tired. I am tired. I don't know why. Catches up on you, I guess. Your favorite popcorn is kettle popcorn and churro popcorn. Churro popcorn sounds fire. I'm not gonna lie. Churro popcorn sounds legendary, and I kind of wish I knew where to get that. Oh my god. Calm, calm, calm. Don't get angry. Don't get angry at the dons that keep pissing you off. Just calm. Stay calm. You finished part 2 of Friday the 13th. Maybe it ain't for you. I mean, if you tried 2 of them and you know, I'd say maybe try the 3rd one. But if you don't like it by the 3rd one, then yeah, you probably won't like it. Because the 3rd one is when it starts to get like kind of what people expect. Although then it gets a bit crazy after that. It starts to get crazier and crazier, and then when you get to the ones where like Jason just survives like being blown up and shit, like yeah, it gets like supernatural. If you don't enjoy it by the 3rd one, I don't think you'll probably enjoy it for the rest. Alright, is this it? Excellent. You got a senior trip and prom and graduation to go to next year. Well, I hope that all goes well for you, bro. Is it like an American thing, churro popcorn, or is it just like a JB thing? Oh yeah, adults are definitely gonna sleep there, that's for sure. You could say that. You like caramel popcorn. Caramel popcorn's nice. You never heard about churro popcorn today? I love that JB always has stuff that no one else ever hears about. JB's got the next gen snacks. JB's got them Japanese snacks before they're in Japan either. Like he's in the next level. They fell back down. Oh, they try to tempt me. Yeah, they try to tempt me. There, he knows. He knows. If I was in first person mode, you'd have been screwed. He knows. Then you're not gonna get me, my guy. If you come back up, I'll hit you, and then you can go back down, and I'll back off again. Oh, you fucker, man. Well, he's injured. Oh, fuck. JB has no idea where he's going. Wait, how have all these guys died already? How is like half the game dead? I mean, I know one person left, but how is half the people dead? Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked. No, we're actually cooked. I can't lie, we're actually cooked. This guy, I don't think this guy knows where he is. I think he's like he's looking at a wall. Are these guys even here, or are they AFK? I think one of them's. I think that guy there's, because he's got his light on. So is he alive? Is he here, or are they both AFK? I really don't know. I really don't know. The only one alive left that's actually doing something is JB, but he's got his light on, so JB might get hit. Go on, JB, you can do it, bro. Is JB looking for this Don? Oh, he's walked into he walked into a wall. Yeah, I think we might be screwed, by the way. Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked. I don't know how two other Dons died so easily to him, but they did. Oh, he's in first person mode. He knows. He knows the law. He knows the law. The game is GTA Online. Oh wait, does JB have the shotgun now? Go on, JB, use the shotgun, bro. Get this motherfucker. You can put the light on now, bro. If you want. Oh, he's dead. JB. Good attempt, JB. Oh, my days. We might be cooked. This guy knows how to first person his way around it, so we actually might be cooked. We actually might be cooked. We are screwed. We are screwed. No, you never know though. JB has managed to get dubs before, you know. Like I'm hopeful. I have faith. I need to not fall in the hole this time when he rolls back, because I know that's what he's gonna do again. He's gonna roll back down there, so I have to make sure that I hit him again. but this time not fall in the hole, so he can't kill me. I just wish I could hear him rolling. I should turn off the music again so I can hear him rolling. Oh, he's gone the other way, I think, maybe. Or was he backed off thinking I'm gonna come after him? Maybe he's trying to tempt me, or is he gone? He might have gone down the other way now. He might have gone the other way. He might have gone the other way. Yeah, he actually might have gone the other way. Okay. Well, good luck, everyone, if he's gone the other way. Either he's trying to tempt me to come down, or he's gone the other way. One of the two. I don't know. I need to turn on my, yeah, he's the other. I need to turn on, when I have a chance, I'm going to turn on my sync on my TV so I can sync it to my lights. Because this would be great with the lights changing color as well. Alright, since he's gone the other way, I'm actually kind of worried now because... Oh, is he coming back? No, he's definitely down. Oh my god, yeah, everyone's fucked, by the way. This guy is good. This guy knows what he's doing, so we're fucked. I just want to say that. We're fucked. And then we've also lost another player. We've also lost another player, so we're actually cooked. We're actually fucking cooked. I want everyone to know that. We've lost a player, and the people that we have are not able to compete, so we're actually cooked. Oh shit, that wasn't him, that wasn't him! Oh my god, I got him! Oh my god, I got him. I thought the other guy was him, so I ran at the other guy thinking it was him, but it wasn't him, it was another player on my team. Oh my god, I can't believe that. I can't believe I managed to get his ass after he did that. I genuinely thought I was cooked because I went for the wrong guy. But then I was like, fuck it, like if I'm going out battering the fuck out of him. Yeah, I was just like, spam, I don't care. I wasn't going to die. If I was going to die, I was going to take him out, or at least do a lot of damage and hope the other person managed to kill him. But to be fair, I don't think the other person would have killed him either. There you go. I'm going to be real, I don't think they would have killed him. Oh shit! Jesus Christ! Fucking hell. Scared the shit out of me, that. The way that bro was, like, walking backwards was... I don't know what bro was doing. He was walking backwards. Oh my god, it was him! I had time to lock onto his head and shoot him. Bro. Bro. Sorry, JB. It's only business, my guy. It's only business. Yeah, I had that issue as well, Brassy. I had to keep trying until it connected me to the game. Like I had that for like a good 10 minutes, so I just kept trying, and eventually it put me in the game. Does JB... No, to be fair, JB sticks around to the end with these usually. The only time JB leaves is if he goes AFK and forgets, but usually JB sticks around. I'm not going up that ramp. It'll be that guy. That'll be that guy. That what's his name? Something. I don't want to go up that not ramp, but that ladder. I'm gonna go downstairs, and I'm hoping that he'll follow me down, so I can turn around and get his ass. I'm hoping he'll follow me. Eventually, I'll pick up where the spawns are, and I'll be able to like hopefully know everyone's like, because that's how it is on the other. On the other mode I play, on the other ones I play, I know where all the maps, I know where all the spawns are. So I know where to, like, go to pick people off. He didn't follow me. As far as I'm aware, he might have followed me. I don't know. He might just be, like, stalking me. Oh, the other guy blocked him. The other guy blocked him. The other guy blocked him. No, that's too good. I love when people do that. I love when people block them. When people kind of, like... Yeah, I bet you he's fuming. I bet you the Don is fuming that he got blocked when he was trying to get me. I bet you he's fucking fuming. Hey, JB. Oh shit, what the fuck? I knocked myself over. Bro. I don't know where I am. Bro, I knocked him over as well. I shot this side and knocked us both over. I couldn't see anything and he couldn't see anything either. Oh, that's great. No, there's so much stuff. You could actually screw people by shooting. You can screw people by shooting the tanks to knock them over if they're coming after you. Because in this, like any sort of, if you shoot any of the tanks, the air comes out and knocks you over, and the water and all that comes down and knocks you over. So you can kind of target that to help you. You can shoot the tanks to knock people over so that you can get them. If they're like bum rushing you. You obviously, it's easier on PC where you have like really quick you know, mouse, but you could do it on console too if you're quick enough. But you'd usually just auto aim. I'm gonna be real, you just use your auto aim. Oh shit! Bro, I wasn't expecting bro to be sitting right there. Bro was waiting for me. Hey JB. What the fuck? He thought I was gonna kill his brass. What the fuck is that? I think Brassy thought I was gonna come in straight away. Timing was a bit off on it. The only one I'm worried about for me is the Jer guy, because he knows to play. He knows how to play this. He's slick as fuck. He probably, maybe he has gone around behind me. He might have. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, good. Okay, he's the one I'm most worried about. I'm gonna be real. He's the Don I'm most worried about, so he's dead, so I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine, but I feel a lot more confident now that he's not here. You think I think they both thought I was gonna come up the other way. JB sold. JB sold. Nah, JB, he tried, but then, yeah, because I walked backwards because I saw JB, I think that just made it all go to shit, but no, it was a good attempt, though. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Jer sniper. I was worried about Dom, but once I took his place, I was comfortable. I was confident as soon as I took his place. That was where it all went. That's where it went to shit for him. Because as soon as he lost the slasher, yeah, he wasn't as good at he wasn't as good as survivor as he was as slasher. He was great as slasher, but he wasn't as good at a survivor. But he was very good at slasher. If he hadn't died to me in that bit, he would have probably done another round at least without, you know, issues. Like, I think it was a lot of it was just luck that he had managed, because he took so long to shoot me. He was like, you know, when you shoot, there's a bit of a delay. Because he shot the other person instead of me, and then there was that delay, it cost him so much time that I was able to run up to him and just bop him on the head a few times. Also, I love how there's people camping here, by the way, for people to spawn back in. There's like people camping, hoping people spawn in from the mission so they can kill them. That's funny. Yeah, all part of the master plan in the end, though. No, actually, I was happy with that. That was a good result. All right. Let's do it. I'm actually okay with leaving it on third person, not first person, because I actually think it's better for me this way, because I can go for, because usually I like playing first person so everyone's on an equal footing, but third person in this map is shit because you can't see very well. So just like when I do the whenever I do the actual setup in this same submarine, I always go first person. Same reason that I would recommend it on this map is for slashers. Third person, you have such a difficult time like hitting anything and aiming and seeing around corners. Anyway, because it blocks your view. Honestly, first person, much better. You're quick, you can seize you, yeah, 100%. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, being a spawn camera in firing squad is mad. So imagine like just chilling and waiting for people to load back in the game so you can screw them. All right, sending out invites. So hopefully we can get a few people. Maybe JB will rejoin. That would be fun to get JB back in there again. I had a good time with JB in that, so wouldn't mind him coming back. Hey West, how you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't mind JB coming back again, get another game in with him. It was fun actually watching him walk around and like trying to look for things. It was too fuck dark. All right, we good? Nope, someone left, as is tradition. Someone always leaves. We get a full game and someone decides to leave. I don't think the whatever his name was, guy is going to rejoin, though. Sniper Joe or Joe Sniper, whatever his name is. I don't think he's going to rejoin after that one. I think he's probably a bit pissed that he died. There's two people in the same crew. There's two different people, or two different groups in the same crew as each other, so there might be a bit of team play here. There might be a bit of team play, so just a heads up on that. If they're good people, they won't team, but if they're bad people, they will. But hopefully they won't. I mean, we've played against people before that in the same crews and the same, obviously same friends, and yeah, they haven't teamed. You know, it can be very obvious actually when people people are friends but they don't team. All right, there we go. Oh, it's a guy who sent me an invite, a friend's invite. I really want Rockstar to make a huge slasher one day, like one that's set maybe in like a portion of the map, like a whole wooded area or something like that, you know, on GTA 6, like a proper slasher, like a proper big one. Maybe the players have to do some like Friday the 13th where they got to fix a car or something to get out of there. That could be fun. That could be really fun. Rockstar, there's an idea right there, lads. Is he gonna come up? I think he's gonna come up. He's coming up. He's coming up. He's coming up. He's there. He's there. Whoever's got the light on, turn it off. Oh, he's going away now. Wait, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's there. He's there. He's there. He's there. Turn your light off, bro. Turn your light off. It's obvious that we're here, bro. Oh shit! Hit a wall. He went back down. He went back. I'm so glad I didn't go down there with him though, by accident. He knows I'm here now. He knows that. Bro, be careful. He might hit you in the head. Bro, don't go down. Why are these dots going down? Why are these dots going? Hit him. Hit his ass. Hit his ass, bro. He's gone back down again. He's gone back down. He's going back. He's going back. Hit him again. Keep the light on. Keep the light on so I can see him. Oh my god. I couldn't do anything. It just wouldn't do anything. Like if my character was stunned. Ah, fuck. Alright, this is perfect opportunity for me to change my TV settings, so that's actually perfect. So, need to go back to the Hue app. Come on. Hue app time. Where is it? One of the greatest features ever is syncing your TV to your lights. I'm telling you, it changes everything. It changes everything about your experience when your lights adjust to the TV, especially if you have an OLED TV, and it's just glorious. 100% worth it. 100% worth it. I pay £2 something per month for a subscription to the Hue one to match my Hue bulbs, and it's glorious. She hates being called Rebecca's. I'm pretty sure I called Rebecca. I called Rebecca Rebecca's once, a few times. Alright, let me watch Brassy actually. Oh. Bad time to spectate. Bad time to spectate. That was like the worst time. In person, I'll be body slam. I'm gonna try it out on Monday. I'm gonna try it out. Oh yeah, the light's going green to match the yeah, 100%. I'm telling you, if anyone has a Philips Hue system and you have like an LG 2024 or above, or a Samsung 20, was it 23 or above? 100%. Get the app. Oh, he died. Get the app. Great thing. Or you can get the box. But the app is easier. It works just fine. It all syncs up. Pet names are so odd. They're not for everyone. They're definitely not for everyone. But the people that like them, I can understand why people like them. It's quite personal. Is he going to go downstairs, maybe? Or maybe he didn't even spawn here. I don't even know if he spawned here, to be fair. I don't even know if he spawned here, to be honest with you. Because sometimes when you kill someone on the first round, the next round the person will spawn on the other side of the submarine, so he might not have even spawned over here. No, we don't really have pet names. I have to kill this guy in my lobby, deal with him, and he run away. Alright, fair enough, JB. JB gonna be rejoining after that, yeah? Is he up here? I think he's up here, you know? He's up here. He's 100% up here. He's up here. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's downstairs or upstairs. I'm actually not sure where he is. I'm gonna be real, I don't know. I think he's upstairs though. No, he's downstairs, he's downstairs. He's downstairs, 100% downstairs. There he is, he's right there. He's looking up, he's looking to see if he can see someone. No idea if I'm fucking hitting. Am I hitting him? Bro, I actually got him. Woo! You're not gonna join. Why not, bro? Why are you not gonna join? Why are you not gonna join and join in the fun, bro? Oh, I spawned in the one that I don't like. I don't like spawning here because it's... I mean, then again, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what? This isn't the worst one to spawn at. It's just that I will not go upstairs. You can do it quick enough, you can kill the guy. But if you're slow, you won't kill the guy and then they'll screw you, so... You have to be super quick. You have to be so quick if you're going to do that. You're going to go upstairs. You got to be like on the ball. I'm very surprised no one comes into this room. Like, yeah, it's a death zone if you're at the end of the room, but if you kind of way around the corner, it's not so bad. I love when they think you can't see them in that corner. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, because there's two of them blocking each other. I feel bad about that guy in the corner. Okay, fair enough. I wasn't anticipating someone actually being in that corner for once. That is unique. The best place would be is if like 3 or 4 people bum rush in that one area. If you're coordinating on mic, 3 or 4 of you in that one corner, in that like, little room, all running out the bum rush at the same time, yeah, you can dominate. You can absolutely fuck with them. Sorry, my guy, but. I swear I heard something. That's just my imagination. The first steps in GTA aren't good enough for you to like hear direction a lot. Oh shit! Bro, go downstairs. Go downstairs. I'm fucked. I'm actually fucked. Because he's just gonna wait now. He's just gonna wait for me to come. He's gonna wait now. Yeah, he's just gonna wait for shotgun. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. He's gonna come down thinking I've left the area. When he gets a shotgun, he's gonna come downstairs thinking I've left the area, and I'm gonna wait for him to come down the stairs. I'm gonna wait for him to come down the stairs and then just unload on him as soon as he comes down the stairs. Because he's not gonna feel me now because I'm so far away, but I can still headshot him. So I'm just gonna wait for him to think that okay, he's got a shotgun, he's gonna come after me. This will be interesting. He might camp, but I win. If he camps, I win. So he has to kill me. I'm pretty sure he has to kill me in order for that team to win. So I can just wait. I can just wait here for him to come downstairs. Yeah, here we go. He's going to make that mistake. He's going to 100% make that mistake. Because he can't sense me anymore. See, he thinks I've left. He thinks I've left the area. Either he'll come downstairs or he'll waste his entire time. I mean, if he's smart, what he would do is he would go the other way around. He would go all the way the other way through the ship and then get me from that angle. But will he think like that? I don't know. Oh, he's still upstairs because I can see his light going through the floor. He's still upstairs. He's still upstairs. I know he is. He's got to get around the entire ship in 2 minutes. Or the entire submarine in 2 minutes if he wants to flank me. Either that, he's going to come downstairs that way. He's probably just going to wait. He's probably just going to think, oh, I'm going to find him. I'm just going to wait. I don't care. I win. I'm pretty sure I win anyway. I'm pretty sure you have to kill the slasher to win. So I'm pretty sure I win. But I'm not 100% sure to be fair. I'll still be slasher. Even if I lose the round, I stay a slasher. Which gives me another chance to then win the next round. So I don't really care. He might get a bit... He might get a bit, you know... crazy. He probably thinks I've gone around the entire way. Yeah, he's not moving. Yeah, I'm waiting then. I don't care. Even if I lose, I still get another round as slasher, so I don't care. I don't need to move. Even if I lose, again, it's fine with me. Sometimes you gotta lose the battle to win the war. He might make the mistake of coming down. He still might make the mistake. He might get impatient. He might get impatient and come down the stairs, in which case he's dead. He might actually get impatient enough to come down. I hope he does. He's looking around. He doesn't know where I am. Come on, bro. Just get impatient, please. Just get impatient. 30 seconds, bro. Come on, make a move. Make a move, my guy. Make a move. Make a move, my guy. 20 seconds. Come on. He won't do it. Nah, he's going to stay up there. I don't blame him for staying up there, to be honest with you. He'd be stupid to come down. Yeah, he's committed. He's committed. That's fine with me. I'd rather lose and keep the slasher than win and or die potentially. Yeah, I'd rather do that and keep the slasher. That's fine. That is fine with me. Because giving up the slasher would have been worse. Him killing me and taking the slasher from me would have been worse. So I'm fine with that. Because it was, that would have been really bad. Because I think it might have given him the win actually. So I'm at, yeah, you know what? This is perfect. This gives me a chance to still get a W. It's a strategic choice. It's a strategic choice. Taking, oh yes, please. It's taking an L to get the big W at the end. So that's what matters. All right. Everyone's stuck around, so that I'm having to go against like a full squad, which is very cool. Oh fuck you, man. Oh, I'm injured. Bit concerning. We can still win that though. Where the fuck are these dons? Where the fuck are all these dons? Did they all go upstairs? Are they all coordinated or something at the top of the stairs? Oh my god. Bro, I can't see shit. Oh well. You know what the good thing is though? Now I'm on the other team, so if we win as the things, then we win overall anyway. So he might actually have just lost it. If he doesn't win as slasher, everyone else wins by default. So he actually might have screwed himself. So I'm hoping that might be the play. If we win as survivors, yeah, bro basically just gave himself an L. So let's fucking hope. Come on, lads, this is it. This is where we got to win this. You're doing RNG, bro. How are you gonna do RNG again, bro, when there's the limited time event and bro's doing RNG? Oh, as long as you have fun, JB. Is he gonna come up those stairs? Is he really gonna come up those stairs? Those ladders. No, he's rolling down there. I can hear him rolling. Bro, put your light off. Bro, put your light off. You can see the light. Put the light off. I feel like I'm little Tim in Jurassic Park telling Lex, turn the light off, and she's just like screaming. Yeah, fuck's sake. Turn the light off, bro. Turn the light off. He's going the other way. He's going the other way, by the way. No, he's come back. He's come back. He's gone the other way. He might be down. Someone might be going to attack it. Is someone attacking him? Was he just shooting randomly? I'm ducking to make sure that my head's not sticking up. Put your light off, bro! Honestly, who are these people that turn their light on all the time? He's only got 1 minute and 30 now to kill everyone, so he's gonna be stretched for time because he wasted so much time here. But someone else might bum rush him, so hopefully someone gets the bum rush on him. Good luck, everyone. I think he's going to the other side of the ship, so everyone over there, be ready. I know exactly what I'm doing if I survive and I get my shotgun. I'm going to go down and hide where I was hiding, and I'm going to wait for him to come to me. Because he's going to have to either come down the ladder or he's going to have to... Oh, there you go. Someone got him. There you go. So guess who won? Not them. They basically lost. Still, even then, still got the W. Still got the W right there. Imagine these dons basically... That guy got the win thinking he was going to get... He's going to have a great time as Slasher, loses, and he ends up losing the whole thing. GG's, lad. GG's. GG's, lad. Ah, that's a W right there. He ended up at the bottom with 48,000. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Bro really thought he was gonna get the W on that. He lost. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's a big W. Thank you for giving us the win there, lad. See, it worked out in my favor because if I had managed to win, let's say if they had already had 3 wins and they had managed to kill me as Slasher, they would have got the win and I would have got the loss. But because, I mean, I don't think it would have worked because I already had 3 wins anyway, so I would have got the win overall. But let's say if it had been slightly different. Being on the Slasher team doesn't necessarily mean you're going to lose. It just means, you might end up actually, winning in the end. If you have a strategic time, if you can kind of switch to the Survivor team, you can sometimes outplay that way. You wanted to jail someone, so you gave Brassy the less harsh jail. I'm surprised you didn't time out jail JB. Let me actually change my TV again, because sometimes when I do this, it doesn't turn back on the HDR mode.
Does the ice stitch itself back together? Does the forest stitch itself
there
back?
We go.
Carefully.
JB has got your back. Hell yeah, JB. Hell yeah. JB coming out of nowhere with the jail command. You want to know something crazy, yeah? Look at them hours still, by the way. Look at that. Them hours, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That time difference between Dean and Yassine is actually diabolical. Also, AF is very close again to 800, but Brassy's managed to step off a bit from him and get away from him. So yeah, Brassy's got a little bit of a yeah, I think that, yeah, Brassy, I mean, you could end up overtaking Lewis before AF overtakes you, actually. Because, like, yeah, there's quite a big gap there now. The fact that JB... Oh, I was going to say, I'm like, how the hell does JB know about the hours position command? But then Caitlin did it. I was like, how the hell? JB, bro, how you gonna ignore the invite, bro? That's actually heartbreaking, JB. I don't like when it does that game invitation sent thing, because it's like, Who's this sent the invitation to? No idea who it's sent it to, but it's clearly sent it to someone. And apparently it's sent it to people that aren't even online, because I remember that guy messaged me, he was like, stop inviting me. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know it's inviting you. It's just inviting people. I had no idea it's even inviting, bro. And he was losing his mind. He was like messaging me, so don't invite me. I was like, bro, I didn't even know it's inviting you. Calm down. If I knew, I wouldn't have invited you. Well, I mean, obviously I didn't invite him on purpose. But he was really upset.
Hi. I'm Jock
Really
Cranley,
was upset.
former Vinewood stuntman, actor, and now highly qualified candidate for governor. I hate immigrants, gays, the crippled. God, I really hate the crippled. I can't stand unions, cops, old ladies. The thing is, at least you know I'm a dick. Most people fall in love with a politician, and as soon as they are elected, they say, wow, this guy's an asshole. With me, you know from the beginning, I want to be your asshole. I used to be a stuntman and TV actor. I cannot understand policy at all. I need to reduce things to a really basic level.
What's the name of the old couple that
perfect
thought
for
that?
higher office.
Oh,
Listen, the state of San Andreas is in big trouble.
I don't know,
We've
actually. I
cared
can't
about
remember the name
people
now.
for far too long. I'm not extending a helping hand. I'm giving you all the finger. I will throttle the deficit just like I used to throttle bad guys. Vote for me, Jock Cranley.
This message paid for by Jock Cranley for governor.
Was it Thornwood? It might have been Thornwood. I know that the guy was called Nigel. Oh, it's Thornhill. Nigel and Mrs. Thornhill. Are they even together? I mean, yeah, I'm wondering if they're even together. Like I know they hang out together, but is it one of those like old
Why ties
relationships
10%
where like
of your
people
income
are
to
not
invisible
technically
people?
together,
It's just
but
not logical.
they kind of
if
just
you elect me,
like old
Jock
people will stay
Cranley, as your
together to
governor,
kind of
I'll make sure your money doesn't
not be
go to
lonely,
things
but
like
they're not
water
technically
or
together.
healthcare for people that don't deserve it. During my
Might be
time
that.
at the top of the box office, I sunk as low as a man can sink. Drugs, multiple women, real sense of entitlement. So I know how to manipulate our
You joined a
economy.
round of
I was a
death matches,
real
full
action
lobby,
hero,
really.
and using those skills, I can tackle any municipal
Of course
budget.
it is.
Listen, I've base jumped off skyscrapers. Trust me, I understand the intricacies of city planning. My opponent, Sue Murray, is a know-it-all shrew who actually thinks helping people is the best way to help people. Vote for me, Jock Cranley, and help
a
yourselves.
level 2.
This message paid for by Jock Cranley
that's
for
brilliant.
governor.
I want him to be Slasher. I want Mr. Zeus for dogs. Zeus for only dogs. I want him to be a Slasher. It'll be fun. That'd be really, really fun.
You may value your privacy, but John Hunter doesn't. He wants to install a camera in your bedroom, so every time you jerk off, you have to pay $5.
Someone left
John
already?
Hunter
Good
voted
stuff.
to lower the marriage age down to 13. He wants to put your family at risk by outlawing 60 caliber full auto assault rifles and domestically owned landmines. Call John Hunter. Tell him it's time to stop with the politics and the negative campaign ads. Tell him you're going to vote for Michael Graves for governor. Then call him a fat, bald prick and hang up the phone. Paid for by Michael Graves for governor.
Da-da-da. Love that little ending bit. GTA makes fun of both sides of politics. I mean, yeah, they do. We'll see how much they take the piss out of one side in this one, in the next game, though. I think they have a lot more material for one side than the other in the next game. I wouldn't be surprised if a certain someone in the White House has a meltdown because there'll be some sort of like joke about a president becoming a dictator. And I can already imagine the absolute fucking meltdown that they'll be saying, oh, we need to ban games like GTA, they spread leftist talking points or whatever bullshit, so can't wait for that. Oh yeah, I miss when the ads were meant as a joke, but now they are a reality. The funny thing is, the reality is worse than the joke. The reality is worse. Like, I actually would prefer Jock Cranley, to be honest with you. Like, Jock Cranley, at least he's honest. Like, at least Jock Cranley is honest about his shit. You know, he's like, at least I'm, you know, at least I'm honest about my stupidity, but no. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how the absolute fucking meltdown when they realize that they're getting taken the piss out of again. Can't wait for that. Hey, say what you like about George W. Bush, but when people used to take the piss out of him, he used to just laugh and take it in stride. He's here. I can feel him. George W. Bush, the second Bush. He used to get taken the piss out of being stupid. He went back down, I don't blame him. He thinks I'm gonna go down there with him. Bill Clinton? No, Bill Clinton never got kicked out of office. He finished his 2 terms. He never got kicked out of office. Whether Bill Clinton's a good man or not, I can't really say, but he didn't get kicked out of office. He was impeached, doesn't mean you get kicked out of office. I mean, Trump was impeached multiple times, never got kicked out of office. It's actually surprisingly difficult to kick out a president because there's not really any good way to do it. As we're seeing now. As we're seeing right now, you can have someone who is completely incapable of being president as president and they will never get kicked out because no one will push for it. So being impeached doesn't mean shit. I think he's on the other side of the ship, so I don't feel him anymore. He's gonna have to hurry up though, because he's still got 5 Dons waiting for him. He was never kicked out because of his last term. That's not how it works, Caitlin. You're not gonna just get to stay because, you know, because you got your last term or whatever. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, wait for that. Is that him down there? I can't tell. It must be my friend, huh? You know, one president got impeached and kicked out. Has any president been impeached and kicked out? I don't remember any of them being kicked out. There's only been, to be fair, there's only been 3 presidents who've been impeached, I'm pretty sure, in history, in the United States anyway. And one of which was impeached twice, the only one of which was Donald Trump. It's the only one who got impeached twice. But I'm pretty sure none of them have been impeached and actually kicked out for it. Oh, he's upstairs, fuck. Turn your light off, bro, he knows you're down here now. Yeah. We cooked. he knows that we're here now. He knows we're here now. So if he don't turn your light on, bro, please. Don't let him know that we're down here, please. Yeah, I don't think any of them have ever been removed for it. It's like I said, it's extremely hard to get rid of a president. Like, it's really difficult. Like, I don't think people realize just how difficult to get rid of a president. If the president doesn't voluntarily step down, you've got no hope of getting rid of them, pretty much. Unless it's like a majority of people vote to get... I think that they can... The vice president can do something. Like, they can... There's like a part of the Constitution which allows them to get rid of the president, but it's very difficult to do, and it requires like a lot of... It requires a lot. Like, it will never happen with Trump because of the fact that they hold everything. They hold the Supreme Court, they hold the Senate, they hold the House, they hold the entire... You know, there's nothing to get rid of Trump, so that will never happen. And Trump is right. He could shoot someone in New York City and he would be fine. He's completely right. I mean, he said recently, he said fuck on live TV. It's only a matter of time until he says the N-word live on TV. And you know what happened because of it? Absolutely sweet fuck all. Because dear Mr. JD Vance will just say, oh, well, he's just a child. You know, just like how he did with all those people, those Republicans that were, all those young Republicans that were saying the N-words, you know, Heiling Hitler and all this shit. And you know what JD Vance said? He said, oh, well, they're just boys. 30-year-old man, by the way. Older than me, some of these dons. And, yeah. So there's nothing that will happen. Impeachment is pointless. Nothing will ever happen from it. Nothing will ever happen from any of that stuff. Like, literally, the only way to get rid of a president is if you have someone like Nixon, yeah. That's the only way you're going to get... And, you know, Nixon was a shady motherfucker, but at least he stood down. He went back down. Oh, I didn't realize he came back up. Oh, good, he died. No, well. But yeah, you'll never get rid of a president you don't like. That's just simple as that. It's very difficult. It's so shit. What did Nixon do again? I'm pretty sure it was all because of the spying that was going on at the time on the Democrats. There was lots of shit. There was lots of shady shit he was doing. His party was doing. But yeah, no, good luck with that. It really just goes to show that system, doesn't matter what system it is, it goes entirely based upon voluntary, you know, the actions of, like, voluntary actions of people. And as soon as you have a leader that doesn't want to go, the system breaks down. As soon as you have a leader that no longer decides to follow the rules, they're just suggestions at that point, you know? Too many people have too much faith in the system. There were so many people that said, oh, it doesn't matter, he'll never be able to go full dictator. It would never happen, right? Remember, as soon as they said, oh, well, the Republicans in his own party would get rid of him. Nope. And with all that the Epstein shit coming out, right? And how they shut down the government so they didn't have to bring in the person that would give them enough people to vote to release the files and all that. Yeah, just goes to show that if they don't like an outcome or something, or they don't like something happening, they'll just simply stop following the rules. So, yeah, F to Americans. It was a nice run. It was a nice run, you know. Good country for the most, well, not bad, but for the most part, decent. You know, good bit of democracy. Not the perfect democracy, but a good bit of democracy for 200 and so many years. It's a shame that it's come to an end, or will come to an end very soon, but, you know, good run. Good run. Just hope they don't take the rest of us down with them. Because the problem is, if America starts suggesting that democracy is not a good thing or not important, then look at the other countries in the world that might start thinking, yeah, let's get rid of democracy and start having dictatorships. Everyone's fine with a dictatorship until they realize they're on the wrong side. And then they realize how shit it is. I'd rather have a democracy where every 4 years you get people you don't like, or every 5 years you get people you don't like. Great, who cares? You know, it sucks. You know, we had it's life, but hey, at least that's democracy. I'd rather have that than have someone who says, I'm going to be the leader for life now, which is very... Yeah, the government's still shut down. They are paying people on ICE, though. They're making sure they pay all the ICE dons and DHS and all that, but they're not paying the actual all the actual legitimate government workers. They're not paying any of them. How long does it last for? Until they vote to stop doing it. Until the Republican controlled House and Senate decide to stop. Which is not going to happen as long as the Democrat lady that's meant to be sworn in is pushing for the release of the Epstein files. Until she stops that, I'm assuming, or another Democrat dies, or someone turns and changes against it. That's probably what they're waiting for. They're waiting for someone to die so that it will be not enough again. They'll do anything to defend the pedophile in chief. They'll do anything to defend him. It's very disgusting. It's blatant corruption. It's a corruption that, like, people I think were... I mean, in the first term, he was corrupt as fuck. And that's why I didn't like him after the first term. But it's really corrupt now. Like, it's so corrupt now. It's right in the open, whereas before a lot of it was behind the scenes. It's blatant corruption now. It's like third world country level corruption. It's disgusting. It's shocking how bad it is. But nothing will be done because there is nothing to be done. The only thing that could happen is if the Democrats manage to win enough seats in the midterms next year to remove some of the Republicans. But the problem is, guess what the Republicans are doing? They are changing the voting districts again, and the Democrats are trying to block that. Guess what? The Supreme Court is basically saying it's okay for them to do this. The Supreme Court is saying it's okay for the Republicans to change the entire voting districts of these places so that basically people they don't like will never win. Yeah. It's very cooked at the moment. Like, I don't think people realize how cooked it is. Like, they are doing everything they can behind the scenes to ensure that there is no way that the Republicans will lose again. So, yeah, people. But you know, the thing is though is that people don't care. I mean, you know, the people that are affected care, but the people that aren't affected, the people that are, you know, Republicans or, you know, white Republicans predominantly, they don't care, because why would they? They can still buy their iPhones, they can still get food, they can get their Burger King, they can get their McDonald's, you know, they can drive their fast SUVs everywhere and trucks everywhere. You know, the only difference in their life is that they can freely say the N-word now, and they can call out people they don't like. You know, did you see that? Well, I mean, it didn't work out for her because her employer got rid of her. But did you see that lady in the baseball game who was saying to someone, "Oh, I'm gonna call ICE on you," and it turned out to be a 2-times vet. Yeah, you know, 2-times vet, fought for the country. What did she ever do for the country? Absolutely fuck all. But he fought for the country, and now he's basically been told, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna call ICE on you." What? Because he's not white? Fuck that. Fuck that bullshit, man. Being white doesn't... You could be any color and fight for your country and love your country. A lot of bullshit. Old pics of him in a car and Barthel's file. After he saw the files, he's gone crazy. I actually am very curious how many of these dons know that Trump is in the files and what he's up to and what he's been doing, and how many of these dons are covering up for him. It's actually it's sickening that not one of these dons is brave enough to stand up and say, you know what, I know what's in those files. I know exactly what kind of man Trump is. Not one of these men, not one of these people are going to stand up and do anything about it. People that used to talk shit about Trump as well. J.D. Vance used to call Trump Hitler. You know, Marco Rubio used to call Trump one of the most dangerous things to happen in the country, and yet none of these dons are going to say anything about it now because they're on his side now. Why would they? It's disgraceful. And he's going after all the people he doesn't like. People that were on his side in the first term. John Bolton, he's gone after... I don't like John Bolton, but he's gone after John Bolton. He tried going after other people. Nah, the man is a dictator, and people are blind to it still. But the thing is, and what people need to understand is that eventually the people they don't like run out. You know, people. I mean, did you see some of the stuff these young Republicans are talking about? Talking about bringing, you know, gassing people, death camps and stuff. It's always a joke until it's not. And the problem is that you know, people always think they're safe, but there was lots of normal Germans who thought they were safe too, until they weren't, because of course everyone's safe until once they've got rid of the people they don't like, then you're next. So it starts with people they don't like, then it goes to the next group, and it keeps going down and down and down until you eventually get to the most purest of people, and then they'll still start breaking up the purity. That's the same thing. They always go for the purest of people last, but they'll still break you down eventually. It's just, it's the truth. And the only people who will be around at the end are those who fully agree with every single thing that these dons support. If you even dare to say, oh, I disagree with one single thing, you'll be gone. Because that's what will happen. They'll get rid of the people, they'll get rid of the immigrants first, then they'll get rid of disabled people, they'll get rid of black people, they'll get rid of every single one of these groups until there's absolutely nothing left, until the dons are the, you know, the whitest of the white, the most, you know, supporters of, you know, but then they'll go after those dons too. They'll say, oh, so did you agree with Trump? You know, or did you agree with the Republican dictator fucking your wife? No. Okay, you're gonna die then, because what, you know, because you don't agree. Like, this is the level of it. They keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going until there's nothing left. It happens time and time again. So, you know, this is the problem, is that you can never win with these people because they will not stop. And I've seen this as well in America. There are normal conservative, old school conservatives who are now speaking up. And you know what they get told? They get told to shut up. They get told to shut up because they speak up and they say, hey, I'm a conservative. I voted for Republicans now for the last 50 years, and I disagree with what you're doing. What you're doing is hurting people. What you're doing is causing problems. You're targeting immigrants for no reason, stuff like that, you know. And you know you're gonna get told, shut the fuck up, shut up. Be thankful that we're giving you anything, you know. But so you can be a real hardcore conservative and you'll still be on their targets because you don't agree with them. It's why I just cannot. Yeah, it's just nuts. It's nuts. So yeah, no, it's again, these dons will make everything about everything to do with their kind of, you know, they'll bend any truth to make it fit their narrative. Because at the end of the day, they don't care about anything but their reality. They want to get the world a certain way. There's no logic there. I mean, there's not even any point calling them hypocrites anymore, because to be a hypocrite, you have to actually have a belief in the thing that you're, you know, you actually have to have a belief. You have to have some level of belief to be a hypocrite on something. But they have no beliefs. They have no consistent beliefs because they just change their beliefs, you know, one day after another. Whatever suits them on that day. That's their belief. I mean, I'll post a perfect example of it. Let me just get it. Here's a perfect example of this kind of, you know, that how, you know, they're not even hypocrites, but you know, because, you know, again, they have no actual belief. They just say whatever works for their team. But let's post a let's put this up. This is something that I really. I would have laughed at it, but I couldn't laugh because of how true it is. Xbox, no, I'm on PlayStation, sorry, bro. PS5, that specifically. But, yeah, here we go. So, this was a guy, quite a big guy on Twitter, Mike Lee. He says, no decent person, any certainly no conservative person should mock an 83-year-old's fool. That was heartbreaking, and the thought of anyone finding it amusing is hard to fathom. So that's to do with the guy who, you know, was his name, Turtle. I can't remember his actual name. John McConnell. I think it was John. Is it John McConnell? No. Mitch McConnell. Sorry, Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell. He fell down, and people were obviously saying he's old. He needs to stand down. He's clearly not capable. And then this guy comes in and says, you should never criticize. You should never take the piss out of someone falling. Whereas not even a year ago, bro said, why stairs are a threat to humanity with Joe Biden. So, yeah. And people were saying, what a hypocrite. Well, the thing is, he's not a hypocrite because he has no beliefs. He doesn't have a belief that it is actually wrong or it's not wrong. he just says whatever works, anything against his enemies he says, but then anything towards his allies he'll defend. So as soon as people are targeting a Republican, oh, absolutely not. But then he does it to a Democrat. And this is the problem: is that these guys they have no decency. You'll have people like AOC who will say, you know what, I disagree with the Republicans, but you shouldn't target them on the same things that you shouldn't target them. You shouldn't say one thing for them, one thing for us. You have people that actually stand up and say, you know what, yeah, you shouldn't say one thing for them, one thing for us. But then you have dons like this on the Republican side who they don't give a shit about decency or anything like that. They will say whatever they can to just get a win. The fact that this don was okay with taking the piss out of Biden so consistently. So there you go. And mind you, he's actually I'm pretty sure he's an actual representative too. I'm pretty sure he is a representative. Yeah, he's a senator. This is a senator. This isn't just some random don online trolling or taking the piss. This is a senator. This is someone who's actually in the House, is actually in the Congress, and he's doing that. Yeah, Mitch McConnell's a turtle. So imagine, like I just couldn't imagine something like that. Like 20, 30 years ago, could you imagine anyone? Could you imagine someone doing this when McCain was running? I mean, McCain was the person who literally, as soon as someone said, oh, Barack Obama's a Muslim, he's going to hurt America, he said, no, he's a fine man. And I disagree with him, but he's a fine man. Yeah, no, you don't get that in the Republican Party anymore. That kind of mentality where you can disagree with someone but still be decent. It's not there anymore for them. Like I said, I'm open to listening and talking to conservatives who are not in that cult. Because again, not everyone's going to be on the same side in not everyone's going to agree with everything I agree with, and that's fine. I'm okay with talking to conservatives who can see the issues there, but the people who are like fully MAGA or die, I don't know how you even approach that, because they're in like a level of delusion that is beyond like you can't approach that. It's a level of delusion that is so beyond normality. It's like, how do you approach that? How do you discuss that with someone? You can't. So someone who's conservative, I can approach that. I can go, well, what's going on, lad? I can understand maybe why they believe a certain thing. Maybe I can understand why they believe some of the beliefs they have. But my God, how can you talk to these guys? And it's not like it's just, as I said, it's not just right wing, like far right wing. There's definitely an issue with far left wing who are so blind to the fact that they are also just like that. Hassan. Where some people are so blind, where you're in such a cult, regardless of views. I think it's crazy to me. I don't know. I don't know. I think if you're in the cult to the point where you'll find a way to blame everyone else, no matter what. Yeah, it's crazy to me. So. But on the bright side, at least Hassan's not in power and he's not the president, because if he was the president, he would probably send people to death camps too. But thankfully, he's not president, and thankfully, he's too lazy to actually become a president because he can't be fucked to get off his own chair. And when he does, he ends up just standing around looking awkward, handing out sandwiches. So you know what? Thank the fuck for that. But unlike Hassan, the people on the right are, on the other hand, very capable of getting things done. As we've seen with Trump and seen with the MAGA movement, they are able to get people energized. Instead of just shit talking on a stream, they're able to get out there and actually win people's hearts and minds, which, I'll give them that. I'll always give MAGA that. The people on the right and MAGA, they're very in tune. They're very good at getting people to listen to them. We've seen this with the fact they're very good with social media. They have amazing teams cranking out shit on the daily with their TikToks. They're very good at getting, they've infiltrated Twitter very well and managed to spread a lot of stuff on Twitter. As they say, it takes like 5 seconds to spread a lie, it takes 5 hours to dispute one. And that's where these people have managed to massively do a lot of damage, because they're able to market themselves, whereas people on the left, they don't market themselves very well. As we've seen with Hassan, he just is not a likable person. Whereas, he's just not a likable person. You just see him and you think to yourself, God, that's such an unlikable person. Even the mayor campaign, I can't remember his name now, the one who's running for mayor in New York, he called out Hassan and said that he didn't agree with his abhorrent views on 9/11. So I was like, damn, like, there you go. Even your friends don't fucking like you, bro. Right. So yeah, I don't know, like, that's why the right do so well, is because they actually have managed to get likable people, even though, no, again, debatable whether, you know, they're likable, but they're able to get likable people that align with those people to like, the thing about Joe Rogan and, you know, all that, and Theothon and all that is, or Von, is that they're very stereotypical white dons, very stereotypical, especially Joe Rogan, very manly white don, you know, even though he abuses the fuck out of steroids, but we won't talk about that. And so that attracts a lot of stereotypical white dons in America. Whereas a lot of the left dons, they're just not likable. They always come across, they always have something to blame on white men as well. They always target white men, which, again, a lot of white men do a lot of shit, but hey, if it's not gonna win you any votes if you start blaming white men for everything. You start blaming white men for everything that's wrong in a place, you're just going to end up pissing off white men. So that's pretty much what happened with that. Joe Rogan says, you know what? There's nothing. You've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong to us. You've done your best, and why should you get blamed? Whereas the other guys say, fuck you guys. You're the reason why America has done this and that. Fuck you guys. You're the reason why all this oppression. It's like, it's messaging, isn't it? And the left don't have any good messaging. Their messaging is basically blame everyone else. And then right-wing people, they're like, oh, we love you, even though they'll fuck you over later. Right-wing people will say we love you whilst they stab you in the back, whilst left-wing people will tell you they hate you whilst shooting you in the front. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, exactly. Joe's very good at the messaging. That's the problem with it, Left-wing people will punch you in the nuts front on, saying we fucking love, we hate you, but vote for us. And then punch you right in the front. I didn't get into third-person mode, man. First-person mode, sorry, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm cooked. Hit him again. Hit him again. Alright, well, I died, but yeah, someone else will kill him. But yeah, no, that's the thing. It's that when you listen to people, it is messaging. Whether you agree with the person or not, it's about messaging. And the problem is people will hear that. People who like left-wing stuff will go, they'll defend Hassan no matter what. And people who like right-wing stuff will defend Joe Rogan no matter what. But no one can be honest and realize that, yeah, there's a reason why those people, managed to win the way they managed to win people over. Like, go to Hassan's chat, and it's just negativity non-stop. And blaming loads of people non-stop. Whereas you go to Joe Rogan, and yeah, he'll blame Democrats and stuff, but he also has a lot of good stuff where he brings up, he makes people feel good, he makes people feel like, they're, oh, I'm listening to you guys, oh, I'm with you guys. That's why they do well. That's why they do well. Yeah, even when I was younger, when I first started watching, I never got into podcasts. I tried listening to Joe Rogan. Once. And I couldn't do it because I just don't care for podcasts. But I could see why people liked it, Because again, he just kind of came from a position of, hey, I'm like you guys. Even though he's filthy rich and he's privileged, but he comes across that way, and so people like that, and that's why people get on with it. That's where the left really needs to get in. They need to find likable people who don't just blame everything on the people that they're trying to get to vote for them. Because whether you like it or not, you need the white man vote. That's the reality of it. You need the white male vote, regardless of whether regardless of whatever. You need, the white men make up the majority of men in America. You need the white men vote if you're going to win in America. And so the solution is not to. The solution, obviously, you have to be honest to people. You have to be honest about the reality of stuff. But you don't just blame everything on, these guys. Maybe their ancestors did some shit stuff as well, but that you can't blame modern day people for what their ancestors did. It's like blaming me, for example, for what my ancestors did, 100, 300, 400 years ago. Maybe one of my ancestors was a slave owner. I don't know. I can't do anything about that. I can't go back and slap the motherfucker and say, stop doing that. And I do hate when people start doing shit like that and start trying to blame people for stuff that, you know. Like, yeah, I know I'm trying to do better, bro, but I can't change what my ancestors did. I'm sorry my ancestors were dickheads. I don't like them either. I think they're a bunch of twats as well, but I can't do anything about that, you know? Candace Owens seems to have completely lost it since Charlie died. Maybe she was always like that. She's always been really weird. She used to be a left-wing person, but then she realized she could get more money from being on the right. Which is true, actually. 100% true. But yeah, the problem is that the people on the right, they know how to get people listening, and they know how to, you know, to win people over. Whereas, why are there so many Dons here? But yeah, people on the left just, they haven't got the messaging down. And for every AOC, and don't get me wrong, I love AOC, but my God, you know. And I think that the NYC the NYC guy, I like him. You know, the mayor of the mayor candidate, I really like him, and I think he's very good at getting his point across. And I actually really like listening to him. So I'm actually really excited. And people were saying the same thing. They will say, this is what the Democrats need. This is the kind of person we need in the Democrat Party. This is who we need to, like, kind of take, you know, inspiration from, because it's so much more positive and such a better way of messaging to people than what people like Hassan do. So I was like, damn, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this guy is actually something. Like, it's the first guy I've been impressed by, like really impressed by, in ages from the Democrats. Like, he really impresses me. Don't get me wrong, there's other good people in the Democrats and the left, but like, he has really impressed me in the way he talks and the way he presents himself. So I think that he's probably, he's the first one that's really impressed me. You sure? Well, I said that, Rebecca. He actually called out Hassan earlier. He said that he didn't agree with what Hassan said about 9/11. The abhorrent views that Hassan has on 9/11. Remember how Hassan said that America deserved 9/11? Regardless of, I get what his point was. I get what his point was. He was saying, fuck around, find out. But that's the wrong way to say that, because I could say the same thing about what Hamas did in you know, I could say this exact same thing about Hamas in you know, October 7th. I could say, well, find out, fuck around, find out. But then obviously that would be fucked up. So, you know, but it's okay for Hassan to say that shit. So I get what his point was, and I'm glad that he got called out on that. I'm glad that, and that's exactly what these Dons need to do. They need to separate themselves from people like Hassan. They need to get rid of people like that, because they are dead weight. They are going to drag down any hope of any sort of, you know, comeback if people like Hassan are attached to them. You're not gonna, you know, those people, you're not gonna want those people. I'm not gonna lie. If someone is like being backed by Hassan, I'm not gonna vote for them. I'm just not gonna vote at all in that case, because I dislike and I disagree entirely with how Hassan presents himself. It's completely wrong. So I was glad to see that. I was like, you know what, that's someone who can actually separate. Maybe I don't know how he actually views Hassan personally. Maybe they just, you know, he says they're friends, but he doesn't really like him. I don't know. But I agree with exactly what he said on that. You know, regardless of you know, what the intention, what the meaning behind what he said was, you can't say something like that. You can't say, oh yeah, America deserved 9/11, because that was what. How many people was it that died in 9/11 again? Something like 3 grand or something. 3,000 people, 3,000 souls. Innocent people that hadn't done anything to anyone, just living their lives. You can't say, oh yeah, fuck those guys, you know, they deserve to die. For what? For what America did. Maybe they were Democrats. Maybe they never voted for any of the Republicans who put them in wars overseas. Like, it's so stupid. And then what about the foreign Dons that were in 9/11 too? The Dons that were working there or visiting that weren't even American. Why do they deserve to die? So it was such shit messaging, and Hassan, he should never have said that. And I'm glad that the candidate said fuck that, pulled him out on it. Nice. But yeah, so I'm glad that he said that. That impressed me. That really impressed me, because I hate when people just kind of shake it off and say, oh, they do that bullshit, because that's what the Republicans do all the time when they go, oh, someone does something really shit and they go, oh, well, I was just, whatever. They just kind of like, oh, whatever. But I actually like that he straight up said, fuck that. So no, I was very impressed. Is that the Dawn Jubilee? What's Jubilee? I'm assuming it's not the Queen's Jubilee. I don't know where that guy went. He was there. Maybe he left. I don't know. I'm not going that way. I actually will probably lose this, because if I die, I lose. So. Because they got 3 wins, so if I die, I lose. So, or if I die, I'll lose. So, I'll lose the whole thing. Hello, Pablo Escobar, Mr. Pablo. We love Pablo. Maybe not Pablo Escobar, but we love Pablo. Oh shit! That was a good hit. That guy was a bit too slow. If he had bum rushed me as well, he might have got me. And that guy came at the exact same time I did. Yeah. Bro, how many shots does it take to kill? Jesus Christ, Brassy has like fucking armor or something. Jesus Christ. The amount of times I was shooting, he just wouldn't die. Brassy must have been a fucking juggernaut or something. What the fuck? I've noticed that on these ones, on the one where you give them the heavy armor. Sometimes it's like they have the heist armor on, like in a heist. It's actually like they're in a heist. Now go down. Hope in GTA 6 they changed that so you can choose when you go down. Try cutting them doors. Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe he was. I don't know. I mean, he's a good debater, so I think that probably he would make sense to go on that. He'd be probably one of the only people that actually qualified to go on those kind of shows, to be honest with you. Because a lot of dons, they go on those shows with like young dons, like college level dons who finish their first like semester of political science and have no idea how to debate. Whereas, he actually seems like he knows what he's doing. So. Well, maybe that guy's good too, but no, this guy, honestly, he's really impressed me. I've not really ever been impressed that much with like a lot of these like candidates. Like I said, like the last Democrat fucking time they had like a big choice of candidates, it was so shit. Like this guy actually cooks with it. So no, I'm really impressed by him. I was very impressed. I'm annoyed that he keeps getting targeted because he's Muslim. Because it's clear that he can separate his religion from his from what he's doing, so that's good. It's exactly the kind of Muslim you want in America, people that can separate their religion from what's the God, the rights that are granted to them by the American Constitution, and that's exactly what you want. You want people that can separate that. So yeah, separation of God and country, very important. I don't know why we've gone backwards with that, whereas we have to put more religion into stuff. No. Religion should always be separate from nation running. So I'm glad that he can do that, and he seems to be quite capable of that. So good candidate, very good candidate. Definitely not a good candidate for the American presidency, because let's be real, he'll get absolutely slated for being Muslim. But for New York City, which is actually quite diverse and all of that, yeah, I think a good choice. Oh yeah, the UFOs are bad. He's British American, is he? No, honestly, yeah. Big up. I'm interested to see how he does. Honestly, I don't know what will happen in the thing. When is the election for the New York thing? When's it actually like happening? So I actually don't know. I've not really been paying attention as much to American politics as I used to. I just kind of see things here and there, and I'm just like, I just add it to my list of things that I'm like, fuck, man. I just hope it doesn't fuck the rest of us up. That's my worry, is it fucks the rest of us up. Like, what they do to America, like, that's not my business. Like, it sucks, but like, what can anyone else do? You know what I mean? Like, if America went full Germany, Nazi Germany, what can any of us do? None of us have the militaries capable of taking on America. None of us. If you combine the entirety of Europe, no. Even then, if you combine the entirety of Europe and China, again, good fucking luck to you. So the only people that could deal with America would be America itself at this point. So basically, if America ever did go Nazi Germany, you're fucked. Like, America's fucked. There's nothing you could do about it. So good luck, America. But I just hope it doesn't affect the rest of us here in Europe and the rest of the world. I do not want to I do not want any of that shit reaching our shores. Brassy get butt of cord. Butt of cord. What are you trying to say, bro? Saying bored of COD. Honestly, no, I think people really, I don't think people really realize just how crazy it is, especially because the US keeps increasing the military budget even more. Like, the fact that the military budget in America is so big and they keep increasing it, I'm just like, bro, they're already big enough. America could fight. I mean, the whole idea of American military is to fight 2 different wars in the world. They're meant to be able to fight 2 major wars on either side of the planet, so one in the Pacific, one in the Atlantic, and at the same time also fight a 3rd regional war. That's what the whole thing about America is. That's how the military is designed. You know, right? So so it's huge, right? It's a huge military capable of fighting on many fronts. No one else in the world has that. No one else in the world has anything even like close to that. Like, if you combine the entirety of Europe, we would have what, 2 aircraft carriers? No, 3 major aircraft carriers. One of which is the aging French one. 2 of which would be the British ones that are barely functional because we have nowhere enough planes for them. American planes at that. You have like a couple of smaller ones, I think, that like Italy and Spain have, but they're mostly just like, you know, they're basically the same size as an American amphibious assault ship. Tiny little things. And yeah, good luck. That's all I can say. I'm hoping that they don't go full fucking nuts, but good luck. Like, at least during World War II, it was fairly balanced, you know, for the most part. Before America joined, Britain was holding its own. As much as a lot of Americans try to make out that Britain, you know, was desperate for help. Yes, of course, but you know, of course, we definitely appreciate the help because we'll find 2 different foes at that point. You know, we were fighting Germany, which was one thing, but then we were fighting Japan as well, which I don't think a lot of Americans realize is that we were fighting both of those dons for, you know, years before the Americans got involved, and we were having fight both in the Pacific and in the Atlantic. Or in the Indian Ocean and the you know, the oceans around Australia and all that area. We were fighting in 2 different areas first. So of course we needed to have help. But on our own, we would have been able to fight Germany just fine. It would have sucked, but we could have done it. And plus, it wasn't just Britain, it was the whole British Empire. So we had Australia, New Zealand, Canada. Again, love those dons. They all joined the war straight away. They weren't even part of the empire at that point. Like, fully, they were dominions, so they had full control over whether they joined the war. They all joined the war straight away, so big ups to Canada, Australia, New Zealand. You guys are legends. We will always back you guys. And I'm glad that with America becoming a bunch of assholes to them, you know, I'm glad that Canada is becoming more friendly with Britain again. I'm glad that Australia and New Zealand are both becoming more friendly with Britain again. So, you know, good stuff there. Plus, we had India, of course, massive help. One of the biggest parts of the army was India. Massive big ups to India at the time. And yeah, you know, there were some other colonies that got involved as well. There was basically all around. It was a worldwide British Empire fight. So we were, you know, we could at least deal with Germany on its own if that was the case. And obviously then Japan was involved, so that was where it was too much. But at least when it ended up, you know, it ended up being fairly balanced for the most part. And then obviously when America joined, it was, yeah, obviously America, you know, we're going to win. But the problem is this time around, yeah, I don't think people realize just how big the American military really is. The fact that it's just insanely huge. The fact that even if you combined China, Europe, Russia, I honestly think America would still win. I genuinely think. Yeah, China has way more Dons. Don't get me wrong. China has way more Dons out there. But Dons don't do shit against jets. Dons don't do shit against tanks. And yeah, China could pump out a shit ton of drones. I think that's the only advantage, is that, you know, China could just pump out probably more drones than it, because obviously China's where most of, you know, stuff is made these days. So America is kind of, you know, fucked if they can't get access to those resources. It would take a while to get access to that. But yeah, so China would be able to pump out shit tons of drones. But it would still be, but, you know, in terms of fighting capabilities, yeah. I mean, no one has as many aircraft carriers. No one has as many aircraft. I mean, the second largest air force in the world is the American Navy. Like, good fucking luck. It's one of my things I'm always very fascinated in, is like a hypothetical war between America and the rest of the world. I've always been very fascinated by that idea. And obviously I don't want it to happen, because of course I don't want a war, and I don't want a fucking world war between them. But it's something that I've thought about a lot, is what would happen in that situation, the hypothetical situation, because obviously it would be very difficult. Yeah, Russia can't take Ukraine. Russia is fucking so shit. That's the one thing I'm glad about now, is that we've realized how shit Russia is. If it wasn't for Trump, honestly, I think if Kamala had won, I don't think Russia would stay in Ukraine for much longer, because I think they would have realized that another 4 years of Ukraine. I think what Russia's banking on is that Trump just stops supporting Ukraine. That's why they're kind of sticking around. But I think if Trump hadn't won, I think they would have probably just called it a day and left Ukraine, or at least agreed to a ceasefire. But really, they should leave, because it's not their land. It's Ukraine. That'll probably be Trump's next thing, though. Once the peace agreement in Gaza breaks down, because it will. Let's be real, it will break down. He'll then start trying to push a peace agreement with Russia, because he'll be like, oh, wow, he really wants that Nobel Peace Prize. He's desperate for it. So he'll push that shit with Russia. And then it'll just be a mistake. It'll be bad for Ukraine, because they'll lose a large portion of their land. And then in a few years' time, Russia will just attack again. So... And now with Russia talking about attacking other places in Europe, talking about taking, there's a lot of talk at the moment that Russia might be trying to take Estonia, or like parts of Estonia. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, I can't wait for that war. Because if you take, if they even, I mean, that's the thing, like, you know, Finland, quite exposed to Russia, although Finland's had many years of fighting, you know, a lot of experience fighting Russia in the past, so they probably were prepared for it, but I wouldn't feel as confident about the Baltic states. Yeah, it's a bit of a scary thing, that. It's why when people say we should get rid of our militaries and just hold hands, I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. Because unfortunately, there's always going to be some Don out there that thinks they can take take over places that are weaker than them. Just like bullies, you know. It's like if you just kind of let the bully walk over you, guess what? The bully's going to keep doing it. So sometimes you got to punch the bully square in the face and teach them that they can't do that. needed a thumbnail. I needed a thumbnail, and it's pitch black, so I mean, that's the only places you can get a thumbnail is here. Literally, one of the only places you can get a thumbnail is here because it's pitch black. There we go. Beautiful. Where is Bro at? Alright, well, I know what I'm gonna do. Right over here. And we're gonna get this shotty out and we're gonna wait, because that way, if he comes down the stairs, I see him. And if he comes up the other way, he'll probably have the light on. It's very unlikely. Like, either he'll be in pure darkness, and I can just, he'll like turn towards the door and I'll see his silhouette and I'll shoot him, or he'll come down the stairs and I'll shoot him, or he'll put his light on when he comes up the other way and I'll shoot him. So either way, I can hopefully kill this Don. This is, oh, someone killed him, right? Well, I'm never going to get to do this because no one's ever going to let me actually get a chance to do it. Fine. Fine. Whatever. Whatever. As in the words of Gaz, whatever, loser. You know, whenever I think to myself, you know, life is a bit crazy at times, I think to myself, what's something that that will make me feel better? Gaz. Whenever life gets a bit crazy, I just think to myself, well, you know what? Gaz is here. And Gaz is a great guy, he gives us hope. So as long as Gaz is alive, and as long as Gaz is doing Gaz things, I've got hope in life. That's my thing that keeps me hopeful, is Gaz. As long as Gaz survives. Yeah, I'm very unlucky today. I've had some good games though, but yeah, I've not had the opportunity to do what I've been really wanting to do. Come on, come up the stairs, you little bastard. Come up the stair. Well. Okay. Okay. Well. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was very hopeful. He was going to come up the stairs. Didn't come up the stairs. He died. He didn't even get the first kill. He died. He walked into someone. He must have not known how to put his light on or something and got killed. Good stuff. I was really hopeful. I was excited to see him, you know. I was excited for him to come up the stairs and for me to kill him, but I guess not. Jason's in the Fortnite shop in 25 minutes. He better be. He better be. I'm so ready to have him. So I'm probably gonna get Jason. I'm probably gonna get the Scooby-Doo van when it's like the little emote version of it. I'm probably gonna get... I'll probably get the Wednesday dance emote whenever that comes out. And that's probably what I'm gonna get for this Halloween. I'm not really interested in anything else. Those are the ones I want more than anything. It's just those things. And I want to save my V-Bucks because obviously, you know, there might be something really good coming later this year that I want. I know it's a Simpsons season next, and I probably won't buy any Simpsons stuff, but yeah, it would be, I would like to have it. How the fuck did he not kill me? He had such a lot of time. I gave him such a high amount of time to kill him. Because it was that long hallway. It was that like hallway, which is quite a fair bit of distance. There's like at least 3 or 4 steps of distance there. How did he not kill me? Little Jedi, what's going on there, lad? You had the chance. I know these Dons are likely to go downstairs and follow me, by the way, because I noticed that when I've been watching, a lot of the guys have gone down to go and get him. So I'm going to be watchful in this one when I'm playing it. I'm going to make sure that if I spawn on that side, I'm going to be watching my back because I have a feeling that someone's going to try to come down there and get me. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh no, it spawned me in this place, so they can't do that. Although they can still come down, so I've still got to be wary that they might come downstairs and follow me, but it'll give me about a 20-second, about 15 to 20-second window before they'll get to me, so I've got a little bit of time to kind of chill. Got a little bit of time. Just a smidge. Now they got away. I'm not going down there. They're injured at least, so I can probably kill them easier when I come across them again. Oh my god. Bro! Ah, you fucker, there was like 3 of them. Ah, yeah, there you go. That's how you get someone. Oh, I've lost. Damn, man. There was 3 of them. I didn't realize there'd be all 3 of them in one little spot. I thought they would split up like the other Dons do. Oh, well. Always happens, though. Always happens. Eventually, they catch you out. I really didn't expect there to be all 3 of them in one spot, though. Usually, they split up. Ooh. Still made more money than them, though, so hey. GTA Plus, baby, for the win. Still made more money than them. Even though, you know what? Pay to win, love it. Best thing ever, Rockstar. Best thing ever. Perfect fucking subscription there, Rockstar. You should really pat yourselves on the back for the amazing subscription you've released. Giving people a whole 70 grand for 11 minutes worth of work, Rockstar. You guys shouldn't have. You should not have done that. So after an hour, let's say if he times that by 6, right? Let's say he times that by 6. Versus 1. So, okay. So was it 71? Was it 71,000? And let's times that by 6. That's 400. That's less than 500,000. That's 500,000, right? So you get, after an hour's worth of work, with the GTA Plus subscription, you get half of doing Cayo Perico. That is despicable money. That is despicable. People are paying £6.99 a month to get absolute shite. That is disgusting to me. You'd have to think people judge me the same way that I used to judge people. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they do judge me because I'm an idiot for having it. I hope they do judge me for it. I would 100% support them in that because fuck me. Who buys GTA Plus, right? What kind of weirdo buys GTA Plus? Alright, this will be my last one, I think. Not much more to do with it. I've actually decided, because this is just the one slasher, I am actually going to do Fortnite tomorrow. I was going to do GTA, like I said, I was going to do it 3 days in a row, but because it's just the one slasher, I won't. When the real slasher's on, when it's all of them, yes. But I don't know if I can keep doing the same fucking level over and over and over and over again. I think I'm going to lose my shit if I keep doing this. Because I'm genuinely... I love it. I love doing it, but it's the same fucking level now. And I've done at least like 30 of these. Probably more. I can't keep doing it. So I've decided I am going to skip this for tomorrow. When they do the slasher next time, I think it's in 2 weeks' time. I think that they're doing Condemn next week. I think they're... Why would you join and leave? They're going to do slasher, I think, the week after. They're going to do all of them from what I've seen. It says slasher all on their website. So I will do all of the slashers then. I'll play probably 3 days in a row if I can. I'll play 3 days in a row because I think with that many maps, yes, I can handle doing 3 days. But I'm just like one slasher over and over again 30 times. It's too small a map for me. If it was at least 2 or 3 of them, maybe I would be more open to it. But it's just the same map over and over again. And I wouldn't even say it's like a great map. If it was something like the FIB map or something like that, I'd be a little bit more receptive to it. But it's an okay map. It's like probably... I should do a rankings video on all these different maps at some point, but I'd say this map is probably my... I'd say it's probably in the bottom tier area for me. I would say it's above Bunker and I'd say it's above Bunker and Casino, but I would say it's below pretty much all the rest. I might be real. Keep 100 on that one. I think it's definitely below the rest, but it is better than those other ones that I've said, but no. Next 2 weeks from now, I will do 3 days worth. I'm glad I did 2 days worth. Look, I said I was going to do at least. I said I was going to do 3. I did 2. Hey, I did 2/3 of it. That's pretty good. I met the quota, which is what I usually do for GTA. I usually do 1, maybe 2 days of it. I met the quota. So yeah, I'll try to I'll do 3 next time, but I'll do Fortnite tomorrow. I think it's. Because I just can't do another one of these, like, after this. This will be my final one. Love your stream, so fun and high energy. You're really great at what you do. I'd love to join with some friends sometime. Add me on Discord, James. Alright, Davey Dave. I'll add you on Discord with your name, James. JB would fall for that, he probably would. Yeah, Davey Dave, add me on Discord. My name is Bob Ross. 697167. But no, I'm actually really excited to get on some Fortnite. I know Saturday night will be hell because it's like all the Dons are on, but yeah, I don't want to like do I don't want to do another night of just this one mode. But I'm glad that I got to play with Brassy for a lot of them, for a fair few of them. I'm glad I got to play with JB as well, just for one, but I'm glad I got to play with JB for one as well. And that's something. So that's made me happy. But yeah, in 2 weeks' time, I'll definitely do the rest of them, and I'll do a full 3 days for that. Just get them all on. Because I think there's like 9 or 10 of them now, isn't there? Like slashers. So yeah, that should be more than enough. Should be more than enough content to keep me from getting bored of it. Not to say I'm bored of this one yet, but I just don't want to burn out on it. Because if I do another night, I probably won't want to do it again. And then the problem is, obviously, in 2 weeks' time, yeah, it'll be back on, and I don't want. I won't want to do this one then. And obviously, if other people come on, I don't know who will come on, if anyone. But anyone who does come on, obviously, I would want them to be able to play the submarine one. So obviously, I don't want to get burnt out from the submarine one. Yeah, unfortunately, Slash is not quite the draw it used to be. The days of everyone joining Slasher, I think, is over. Fortunately. There was a time when, no matter what, everyone would be on for Slasher. Everyone would be on for Slash. Everyone. But those days are over. No one wants to play slasher now. That's right. I've got loads of videos from years ago, and I put like what, 8 of them up or something. I think 6 to 7 of them of slashers. So hey, at least I've got those to look back on and go, yeah, you know, remember when people used to play slasher? Not just like people from stream, but people who were random as well. So many randoms don't play slasher anymore. So at least I've got like footage of that. Oh, it might force me. I don't think any of these guys want to play the slasher. They might force you back on the slasher team. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's play slasher. We started it playing the slasher. Let's finish it playing the slasher too. Oh, it spawned me on the other side first time? That's interesting. Alright, let's lock in. Let's lock in. No more fucking around. No more fucking around. We need to lock in for this one. We need to lock in for this one, ladies and gents. This bit I do not like because it's so easy to get fucked up by dons, but we're gonna do the traditional. We're gonna do the traditional route so I don't get cornered as easily. He really fucked that one. He was right there. He didn't even clock I was right next to him. He didn't even clock I was right there. Alright, that's it. First game. First round even. Whew, let's do it. Locking in. Locking in. 7 kills to 0. Good start. 2 people in the same crew, so that's going to be a little bit of a team up there, I think, but maybe not that good of a team up. Maybe they're not in-game chat. Maybe they're all in pie chat. Maybe they're just playing. No mics. Could be a W. Could be a W right there if they don't lock in. Alright, back to the shit spawn, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, this spawn pisses me off because of the fact that if you have someone who's shit, who's shit, you can go up to the top and beat them to the punch. But if you're playing against people who are actually good, you're cooked. Sorry, bro, but I bet you were surprised that I was there. There's only one spawn down here, so I don't even need to look. I already know there's only one spawn on that bit there. There's no one spawning here. I don't think anyone else spawns in this room. They're so slow responding. Same place as last time. Surprised no one's trying to corner me there. No one down there behind the box. Okay, let's keep moving. Be someone here? No, no one there. Someone's there though. No one there. Interesting. Oh yeah, they've gone down. They followed me down. They follow me. They're trying to do ring around the rosy. They're trying to do ring around the rosy. Alright, this guy's trying to do ring around the rosy, is he? Okay, I gotta be careful because he's gonna get a shotgun soon, so I need to be very careful. Alright, it's easy enough. 2 rounds. Whew. Yeah, they are creatures of habit, these dons. They all kind of just stay in the same places. They're not even trying to like think to outside the box at the moment. Not that there's not like a lot of opportunities in this map to think outside the box because it's been designed by Rockstar to be very like obvious where to go because it was originally designed as a map for the for the heist. So it's very evident to me that they, when they made this map, they designed it so it's, all the doors lead a certain way. It makes it very obvious where to go when you're going there. The way the door's gonna open to the right angles and stuff. One person left, makes my job easier. I knew there would be someone down here. That's why I was looking, because I knew someone would be down here. That guy spawns here. So I knew there'd be someone down here. There might be someone. I mean, no one ever goes in here, but I'll check just because I don't want to miss anyone. I know it's a bit of a time waste, but it'd be worse if I missed someone in here and then I didn't catch them until the end. Because that's actually a really good place to camp if you get the shotguns. Because you can basically see the slasher coming in really easily. No one in there. They should have cleared out a lot of the seats and stuff to make it so there's like places to hide, because the seats kind of block you when you're trying to... Again, same place. Again, same place. I don't know why they think they've got to go to the same place every time. I don't think they think it's like mandatory or something. Maybe they think it's like a mandatory position to go. My guy, I can see you. I can see you, my guy. I'm holding down the... Oh, I was holding down the R trigger, the right trigger to go a little bit quicker there. Alright. If they were smart, they would grab me as soon as I get off this. They would bum rush me, but they're not smart. Bro, what was he doing? Why was he so slow? He had me, bro. And I'm doing the same route both times. Like, they should know by now my route. They should know my route. I think he's probably gone a little bit further. He's probably gone further in trying to, like, get away from me. So he might be hiding in here. He might be hiding in another one. Why can't I lock onto him? Why can't I lock onto him? Oh, what the hell? Who was that? Bro, who was that? Bro, who the fuck was that? That scared the shit out of me. I thought that was a player. Oh, there he is, I think. He came out way too early. He came out way too early. Oh my god. Beautiful. Another win. The level 2 gave up. That must have been the level... Well, no, because there was only one guy left. So how did the body come back? Did it resurrect someone then? Someone I must have killed. Their body must have been resurrected when they left. Because there was only one person left, right? And everyone else had been killed. So how the hell did another body come back? Yeah, it must be like a zombie or something. Oh, they're not going to be ready for this because I spawned in the other place. They're going to think I'm coming from the same place. So they're not... Oh. Okay, this could be good. This could be fucking awesome. It could be really bad too. There. Not there. Is he going to do the same thing again? No, he's not. He's actually different this time. They've actually changed it up. They changed it up a bit. I like that. There we go. That's it. Perfect win. Perfect match. That was the most perfect match you could possibly have. Whew. Absolutely beautiful. That was perfect. Well, wait, what a great way to end it, you know? Last match ever, 23, no, 25 even better. It was better than my last one. 23 was my best one, then 22, then 25-0. Yeah, 25-0 is my best. Beautiful. Whew. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. When I initially went to the locker area, you saw a Don logging in, and oh, really? Yeah, no, I mean, I try to look where I think people are going to be more likely to be, so I was already looking where I was going. So sometimes I miss people, or like sometimes I'll see a shape, I'll see a movement, but what I'll do is sometimes I'll focus on what I'm doing first, but in that case I didn't see anyone move. But sometimes I do see movement and I'll just like leave it alone and keep going the way I want to go. Because sometimes people bait you. That's something that a lot of Dons do. They try to bait, especially when I'm playing against people on stream. You have to not follow them then, because the amount of times I played with Dean and Yassine and Rebecca, and one of them would try to bait me to go the way that they wanted me. They would have like a whole bunch of them and they would try to bait me to go that direction. So I don't typically follow, but in that case I didn't see anyone. No, so yeah, in that case I had 100% didn't see anyone. But that's fine because it worked out, because I went right, checked, went back, went that way, checked left, and then, you know, so I have my system. I go right, check, go that way, turn, check left, turn, you know, check the little room. And that actually works really well, because the other times when I've not done that, I've died. When I go left, that's like the worst thing. The amount of times I've died going left, yeah, I'm not going left again. I'm always going to go right. It gives me a nice, like a nice way to go backwards. Let's say, for example, if there was someone in there and they hit me, I can roll backwards and I'm usually okay. Whereas if I go left first, if I roll backwards, I roll into where the stairwell and the other room is, and I can end up getting bum rushed. So I prefer going the right first, because it gives me a bit of a chance to bail out if I need to. But the problem with that map is there's nowhere to really bail to if you get like hardcore chased. Like if you get hardcore chased in that map, you're done. You're kind of just hoping that everyone's really passive and just hides. Because if people start charging, let's say if 2 or 3 Dons charge you, you're actually fucked. There's nothing you can do. Whereas let's say, for example, the what's it called? The building which is used for the morgue. That one, you have a lot of space to roll. And so even on the top floor where everyone tries to bum rush you when you go in, the amount of times I've done a little fake out where I've pushed the door open and then pull back, let them kind of react to that and then panic, and then push again and roll through the door, run full speed into the center of the room whilst they're trying to they're trying to figure out where you are. Yeah, great, easy way to kill everyone. But that map, if you roll into one of those rooms and you're not aware of what's going on, you're dead. There's nothing you can do, because if there's 2 or 3 Dons in there, you're fucked. There's nothing you can do about them. So that map is probably one of the hardest ones for a slasher, in my opinion. That's probably one of the hardest maps for a slasher. I think it's also hard for the survivor as well, purely because there's not really any good spots. Like, if you're not going to bum rush, you're fucked. Like, if it was me, let's say if we were playing on stream and we had Dean, Rebecca, Yassine, Joe, and we were all survivors and the slasher was coming, what I would be saying to everyone's like, all right, pick one of these rooms or that locker area. What we need to do, one person on one side, one person on the other side, 2 or 3 people in the little offset, the little room where there's where the stairwell is. And then as soon as the slasher comes into the main room and turns left or right, as soon as he goes left or right, everyone should just charge the fuck out. Like, everyone just charges out. The guy, whichever side he decides to go first, hit him, stun him. Everyone else runs out through the other doors, prevents him from running back down the way to the food hall. Yeah, you could fuck him so easy that way. But playing with randoms could fuck him up with that. There ain't no way that they're going to do that. The worst times I've had against randoms on this is when they actually do kind of bum rush you. When they have 2 or 3 of them in the same area. That's the worst experience. But thankfully in that map, a lot of people just do not know how to play. The worst one I'd say is for the survivor is to spawn downstairs. Because if the slasher spawns on the long way away, on the normal spawn, you have a chance to run upstairs. But if the slasher spawns downstairs in the missile area, the guy downstairs is cooked if he goes that way, if he's not quick enough, that is. If he's quick enough, he could get upstairs. But really, everyone wants to get upstairs as soon as possible. That's the goal. Everyone needs to get upstairs and just, like, group up. So I'm hopeful in 2 weeks' time when I play it again, when all the slashes are on, I hope we can get some people on, but again, I don't have much hope on that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we've got much hope of that. I don't think we've got much hope at all, so I hope.
It'll cost us, but I
pray,
plenty of friends with extra chemicals laying
because it would
around.
make it a lot more challenging. I think it'd be really, really fun. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, you think? Well, actually, because I think most people that do Cayo Perico do the boat way, don't they? Like most people that do Cayo Perico now do the boat way. I've never liked the boat way. I don't like the boat. I don't like the boat setup, and I'm not a big fan of using the boat in the first place. Because a lot of these dons, they go around, get their stuff outside first, and then go to the what is it called? Not the facility, the compound. They grab all their stuff first, then go compound. But so I think most people probably just use the boat method. So they probably never do the submarine, which is sad because I think the submarine one is better. But I mean, hey, you know, I think the boat one is slightly faster. Have I already done this? The boat method is slightly faster if you do it right, because you can get in and out. Because obviously you can ride the boat out. You haven't got to go, you know, kill anyone to get to the boat. You can just get in the boat and go after you've already collected everything. So you go in, collect everything you want, get to the compound. You can just get the fuck out, easy peasy. So I think the boat method is slightly faster if you are good at the boat method. But the problem is that I feel the submarine method is just more consistent for me. I would rather get caught on the way out and still get away than get caught on the way in. And that's what happens if you do that. If you do the boat method and you grab the stuff on the way in, it's a lot easier to fuck it up and have to reload the entire thing. Whereas I feel like if you get on the way out, even if you get caught, oh well, you're on the way out. Just run. Just get in the boat and go. Yeah, sure, you might always get the best loot that way. Because sometimes the best loot might be at the airport or might be on the other dock. But honestly, the differences in payment between the good loot and the bad loot is so small that I would rather just do the submarine method and get out and then reload and then do something else than do the boat method, either fuck it up or, you know, maybe not fuck it up, but you have to go and get the good loot, spend an extra couple of minutes doing that, or what, for like an extra 100 grand. I could just do a VIP job. I could just do 2 VIP jobs in that time period and get the same amount of money. Plus the cooldown will be already, you know, counting down, so. Yeah, a lot of people are very boat method now, sadly. Alright, what's in this building here? Is there anything good before I call it? And I'll go on Fortnite, check the shop, and then see where everything's looking like, and then I'll call it. And like I said, tomorrow will be Fortnite because I wanna have a break from this one. But I've enjoyed it. I have had a good time with it. I think this was a really fun mode, or really fun map. It's just not the best map they've dropped, but I think it was a fun one anyway. Oh, I should probably turn off music now. Yep. Yeah, I had a good time with it. I do look forward to trying it again when the next event's on in 2 weeks. For Rockstar not getting you a playtime, it's clear they don't care. It does feel like that sometimes because, yeah, why would you only put one on? Like, I can understand wanting to show off your new one, but why not give it more money? Like, why not just do like 4 times money and then do 2 times on the rest, or, you know, you know, or just include like a bunch of them and all have the same amount of money. Like, you know, just include all the newer ones, you know, the bunker, the nightclub, and then that one. And then they could just do the rest of them in 2 weeks. I don't know why they're like that. I don't know why Rockstar's so stupid like that. For fuck's sake, it's all the way up there. This is a fake out one too. This is one with the cops, I'm pretty sure. No, wait, no, sorry. This will be the one with the cargo bob. It'll be a cargo bob. This one will be a cargo bob, 100%. In which case, I'm actually going to spawn in my Iron Mule now, and I'm going to use that. I'm gonna spawn it in at the airport, hopefully, so I'm gonna not spawn it just yet. I don't want it to spawn in the casino. I'm gonna miss that in GTA 6 in a way. I'm gonna miss not like knowing what something's gonna be just from experience. But saying that, I'll like the fact that it's a bit unknown again, and I'm sure over time I'll learn. I just hope Rockstar includes more variations in GTA 6. I actually would think that it'd be better if they had less content, like less. Like, there's no point making content for the sake of it. They need to make it so that anything they do, I would just rather have more variation. Like, all these extra businesses they release, which are basically carbon copies of the previous businesses, why not just update the old businesses to be more varied? I've never understood that. And it's the same thing with, like, cars. Less cars, more customization. Like, what's the point of having 1,000 cars if they all have the same shitty, you know, sets of customization? Like, whenever they do that, when they drop a new car and it's got... Oh, I should have spawned a little bit earlier, shouldn't I? Let me... Wait. Spawn in? Yeah. What's the point of them releasing like a brand new car when it's got all the same bog standard customization and there's like nothing exciting on it? You know, I would have preferred if they'd had less vehicles with way more choices. I'm hoping with GTA 6 that's kind of what they do. They'll have less vehicles but have like more in-depth customization. I want to be able to customize the engine. I want to be able to tune the engine. I not just buy an engine upgrade, but I want to be able to tune that shit. I want to be able to like really customize how the car feels. That would make racing a lot better as well, I think. I think that would really go a long ways to impressing the racing crowd, whilst also impressing the car ownership crowd. And I actually might be interested in owning cars then, because at the moment, as you know, I don't really care about having cars because they're all the same. But if in GTA 6, yeah, the cars actually mean something and you can customize them, you can tune them, hell yeah, okay, yeah, maybe I will care about cars. To go first person mode because this shit is loud. It's not so bad for those of you on stream because I turned that shit down on stream. My capture card is at -6 decibels. That's after I've turned down audio in game, by the way. I turned down all my audio in game. And I had to turn down the capture card, and it's still loud. It's diabolical. Well, I guess it won't be so bad on your end, but yeah, on my end it's diabolical still. When's Dean gonna take your scene? I have no idea, because Dean said that he'll come by, but then he hasn't come by in like multiple days now. He came by for like 1 or 2. He came by for 1 day, got his hours up, then stopped coming by again. So. Yeah, I don't know. It could be a while. It could be a while. I have no idea. I've got not a clue. So it's we're gonna be watching that one for a while. But again, it is funny. Like I think there's a charm to it because it's funny watching him take forever. So it's kind of like a when is it gonna happen feeling. Like I don't know. Every day I'm like, is it today? Is it today? Is it today? Yeah, in another month. Maybe that'll be what happens. Maybe we'll come by the maybe we'll come by on the 18th of November or something. Actually, that exploded. I hope he gets it done soon, because I still need to give him that fucking emote. I've had that emote sitting for over a month. In a different Discord server, and I need to finally upload it to the normal Discord server and actually add, you know, like call it, because obviously I have a side server that I use for like when I test emotes. and I want to upload it, but I've just not been able to because he's not hit it yet. I mean, at least we've removed a few. Well, we've removed one remote, and now we're removing another one. So at least that makes it. At least that's making it a little bit better. So I can actually fit it now, but how much did you cook last night? I'm hoping with Joe, whenever Joe gets there, I'm hoping it won't be as long of a wait.
Great.
I hope with Joe it's like more of a quicker thing. Like I hope that he'll like, I'll make the emote and it'll be maybe like 2 or 3 days and then he'll get it. I don't want it to be another prolonged, you know, situation where we gotta wait a month, almost probably 2 months before we can finally put it in there. I guess we'll see. Oh, actually, fairly full. All right, okay, we'll do that then. I didn't. Oh yeah, wait, have they put double product on or something? Like not just value. Have they increased the speed? Because I feel that it's increased quite a lot today. Seems quicker than usual. Usually it's like, well, maybe not. Maybe I did buy supplies without realizing because like I have way more supplies than I thought I would. I did buy some though before. Wait, no, I bought some earlier, didn't I? Yeah, I bought some earlier. I forgot about that. I forgot I bought some earlier. I was like, wait, how do I have supplies? I know, I think I bought some. This will be the final thing. I'll go on Fortnite. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm hopeful that with Joe will be quicker, but I mean, we'll see. I hope so. Joe's only, what, 400 hours away? Something like that now, isn't he? No, Joe's like 350. No, 450 hours away, so he's very close. Like, that could be GTA 6. That probably will be a GTA 6 achievement. You've been hearing people say Black Phone 2 is really pointless sequel. I guess if you skip it, at least you can always watch it later, right? I guess it depends on how your finances are looking and whether you really want to, you know, is it something that you want to watch enough to justify the money whilst you're saving up? If it is indeed a pointless sequel. But then again, sometimes people say that for a lot of things, you know, so... I don't know. It's crazy to be this year. Me and Rebecca have only watched... Actually, I don't think we watched any horror films this year when it comes to cinema. Not that we've been. I haven't been to the cinema in like 2 to 3 months. I think part of the reason we've not been is because that last experience, or the last couple of experiences, really just put us off. Oh yeah, weapons, I forgot about that. That was ages ago, wasn't it? I forgot about weapons. Now that last experience that I can't even remember now when that was, but the last experience we had it just put us off so much. Just hearing people talking and yapping in the middle of the film. Yeah, they actually are. It's sad because they do not... If that goes in the fucking water, I'm gonna go mad. Right, you know what? First things first, fuck you for turning without indicating. And now let's get the bike. I honestly don't even remember what the last one was. That's how bad it's been. Like, we just haven't gone in so long, and I can't remember what the last film we watched was. It's just, yeah, like, the experience at so many of them now is so shit. And we don't have the money to go to the nice one every year, you know, every time. Like, we would love to. If we were wealthy, people, 100% we would go cinema a lot more. We'd go to the really nice one because they kick people out and are talking and all that. But because we don't have the money to do that, we have to go to the cheaper one. But then obviously the cheaper one's full of little ratty teenagers and stupid adults who don't know how to behave. So it's very frustrating. So I don't know. I feel like I probably won't go cinema much more. I'm gonna go for Wicked because I enjoyed Wicked last time and I want to see it again. And I'll go for Avatar because obviously it's Avatar. Like, you have to see Avatar in a cinema. That's like half the fun of Avatar, is seeing this amazing visuals on a big screen. Like, that's half the fun of Avatar, is being like amazed by how amazing it looks. And then other than that, I don't know after that. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad. It is sad because I like going to cinema. Like, when COVID was a thing, like when it was like when it was still kind of, 2021 where people hadn't really gone back to normal yet, but like people were starting to go back to normal, but there was still a lot less people around. My God, it was amazing. Like, I loved it. That's where we got such a love for it. Was just the fact that we could go to the cinema and for like £4 or £5 each, we could go to a cinema, watch a film and just do something, and it was so good. Like, there was maybe 3 people there max, and it's just the last year especially, it's just been absolute shit. And I think partly it's because I don't care about the films, because yeah, there was that strike, wasn't there, and that caused a lot of films to be delayed and all that. But yeah, I don't know, I just don't know if I have it really in me anymore to go and see them when you don't know if your experience is going to be ruined. Like, what's the fun in watching a film if you're just angry because of the fucking rats that keep talking? Most of the great films that premiere at film festivals come around the theatres near you around this section of year. I mean, that's really good timing for you. Then you can go and see all those. But yeah, I don't know. Nah. I'm kind of done with it. So I probably won't go to many more after Wicked and Avatar, and unless there is something I really want to see, like, it has to be something I'm gonna really want to see. So if they do it another Friday the 13th, yeah, probably would go. But horror films, horror films are the worst to go to because people whisper. If you're lucky, they'll whisper, but a lot of them will just straight up laugh. And I get it, laughing at horror films is fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love laughing at like stupid horror films. Look at the Busta Rhymes Halloween. I love that. But you do that at home. You don't do that in a fucking screening. You do that at home. You get yourself, you stream it or you download it or whatever you want to do, and you watch it on your TV at home where no one else is disturbed if you do it. You don't do that shit in a cinema where people are trying to watch it for real. Like, yeah, sure, it's funny, but I'm not trying to laugh. I'm just trying to, enjoy the situation. Like, I might see them. I'm not sure yet. I might. It depends what I feel like. It depends on what we're feeling like at the time. But yeah, I'm just very apprehensive to go and see anything now. Oh yeah, a lot of them laugh really. Yeah, you're right about that. They're very like NPC-like, where they think that, oh yeah, this is the appropriate time to laugh, and they laugh like it's normal. A lot of them have like watched American cinema culture, and they think that's normal in Europe. It's like really off-putting. Like, yeah, sure, a lot of Americans start laughing and cheering in the middle of a fucking Avengers film on premiere night. You don't do that shit in the middle of a normal showing of a horror film when everyone else is trying to see it. This isn't a premiere. This isn't, that's not the experience that people are going to expect. This isn't like launch night, premiere night, where they have everyone dressing up and shit. Where everyone's like in good spirits and wanting to hang out and have a good time. This is the middle of the fucking afternoon or evening. Like, we try to go on the days where we can, on like in the afternoon. Like, we try to pick afternoons, right, early afternoons. So we'll pick days when we're both available to do that, because we feel like there'll be less scumbags then. And it worked for the longest time, but the amount of scumbags that have started doing the same thing is really upsetting. Because like for the longest time, the only people that went to see a film at like 2 p.m. 2 p.m. in the afternoon were like people that wanted to see it when it was quiet. But for some reason, a lot of people have started going there now at the same time, probably because they think it's quieter than what they would usually go to, so they think it's better for them, but then they ruin it for other people. So it really pisses me off, but yeah, it really pisses me off. You're what are you saying, bro? But yeah, I don't know. It really angers me. But what can you do? That's why I wish they had like talking screenings. Like I've mentioned that before, but they should have talking screenings where people can kind of talk and laugh and hang out. It should be like they should call them social screenings where you can chill as long as you're not being like obnoxious, where you're just like making endless amounts of screams and stuff. But they should have like social screenings where people can like talk and laugh and like eat and chill and all that stuff. That would be a really good way to kind of balance out. And then they should have like silent screenings which are always silent. You have to be silent, and if you break that rule you could be kicked out and you won't receive a refund or anything. You just woke up a couple minutes ago. Sounds good, bro. How was your Friday, bro? Yeah, like I want to go to a movie to just zone out and like put myself into another world, and it just sucks that you just constantly hear people talking. So yeah, if they had like a social screening where those people could talk and yap, and then like you know me, I love a good yap, but I know when is appropriate to yap. Like I'm not gonna yap in the middle of a cinema. I'm not gonna yap in the middle of a funeral. But there's so many dons out there that just do not know how to control themselves. Like I love a good fucking yap, but yeah, if I'm at a funeral, I'm gonna be dead quiet. If I'm at a cinema, I'm gonna be dead quiet. I always turn my phone into mute before the cinema starts. Before the screening starts, I turn my phone to mute. I always do that, and I also turn my phone screen down to lowest brightness. Not to use it, but just in case if like something happens where like the fucking phone starts to like go off or something, I can quickly like stop that. If it like doesn't stop, or like somehow the mute fails or something, I can quickly do that without like blinding everyone. So I always turn my phone to the lowest brightness just in case. I always turn down to the lowest I always turn the volume off. Yeah, I always do all this shit, and then other people don't do the basic stuff. You've just been playing Battlefield 6. It's too good to let go. I'm glad that you're enjoying it so much, bro. I'm glad that it was a good purchase. Well, a good purchase for your brother, but I'm glad it was a good purchase for you as well, in a way. Alright, where's the other time trials? I want to just get these out of the way. Oh, I heard about Roof, man. Yeah, I heard about that. I did want to see that. Yeah, that's the thing. People are just so fucked up, and if you tell them to shush, they don't get it. They just laugh. You're looking for 2 more people for a Casino Samson heist. I appreciate the offer, man, but I'll be going off in a minute, so appreciate it. Hope you find someone who can join you and help you out. You're playing it more than he did. That's good. Hey, that's awesome that you're actually... I love that you're playing it more than he did. He basically bought it for you. Also, I appreciate the follow. Alright, let me just get this done, and then I'm pretty much done. I just want to be able to say I've done all the time trials. I made 1.3 million, yeah, 1.3 million tonight. Not too shabby. Not too shabby for a... so for this one, I'm going to... turn there, go down there, up. Turn onto that road, up straight, okay. That's awesome, bro. Actually, I'm glad. As I said, I'm really happy that you are enjoying it as much as you are. It's great when you find games that you enjoy. It's nice when you get a game that you can be surprised about and enjoy it. Nice turn. Nice turn. I don't know why I'm complimenting my why am I complimenting myself? Oh yeah, nice turn, bro. Pat myself on the back. I'm like that, you know that barman meme where he's like putting a medal on himself? Oh, you cheeky fucker turning left without indicating. That almost screwed me. That actually almost screwed me so bad. Oh, I hate when they do that. It's so jarring when they do that. Just screw you so bad for no reason. Oh, still made it loads of time. Yeah, you got a self-glaze. A lot of people in your friends list have been playing it. Don't you haven't seen it online in years? No, I can see why a lot of people like it. I mean, it's the closest thing to Battlefield that has come out since like Battlefield 5. So I can see why people are playing it. I can certainly see. Oh, it's up there. Fuck. All right, one more. I hate when I say that. I'm like, oh, I'm done. No. One more. I really want to get these done. So I'm kind of addicted to doing these time trials. They're always really fun for me. I don't know. I mean, they're easy as shit now because of the vehicles we got. But I mean, you know, they're fun. I like doing them. I hope GTA 6 has more time trials. I hope they have like time trials and they have like multiple variants of time trials where you can have different vehicle choices. That would be great. That's exactly what I want. And I'd like there to be some sort of rewards for doing not just money, but like actual, you know, benefits. Sometimes I forget how, although this is quite fast, it does feel slow sometimes. It's always fast when you, like when you're trying to escape someone, and it's not as bad anymore because the oppressor's obviously not as useful as it used to be, but back in the day when it was like death, it was so fast. You'd see someone closing on you so quick and you'd be like, oh shit. Whereas when you're actually using it and you're trying to go somewhere, it feels so slow. It's funny how bad the Neutron's bombing. I saw that Jared Leto did like he said like hello and stuff at one of the theaters, and it was like half empty. He was there, he was like, oh, you know, thanks for coming by, all this stuff, and yeah, there was like half the people. And I know it was like what, an IMAX, so like people don't obviously want to sit at the front, but even at the back it was half empty. So he's not having a good time. The thing is that I would like to see a Neutron, but I don't like Jared Leto because he's a weirdo. Like Morbius was funny because it was just a meme, but that's about it. Like beyond that, Tron, you can't really do that with Tron. Like Morbius was just fucking memeable, but Tron, no, you can't do that. So yeah, there was no like redemption there for him. Yeah, he did look like that, didn't he? He really did look like... I don't know, I think that's what he's trying to do for his little cult, to, like, appear like Jesus. Pretty weird. Yeah, I just don't like him. I think he's a weirdo, so I don't want to see anything he's in. Well, at least he has a couple of good performances. That's brilliant. Alright, 1.475 mil, so I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, yeah, it's been a decent night. I had a good time, so, you know, I can't really complain. You know, I had a really good time with the, with that slasher mode. It is just really fucking good. Even though the map wasn't the best, I always love slasher. I really do love it. I don't know. I just every year it comes back. I always love it. Every year. I've never got bored of it, which is quite remarkable because I get bored. I can get bored of some of them quite easily in comparison, but slasher never gets boring to me. I just love the whole, you know, asymmetrical kind of gameplay too. I've always preferred modes where there's an asymmetrical gameplay. I've never liked modes where it's like, you know, even because I don't know, I just prefer when there's an asymmetrical aspect to it, like stunters versus snipers, for example. I love that. I love, you know, anything like that. Slasher, love it. I don't know, I don't mind some symmetrical stuff like you know, like Overtime Rumble, for example, but I like asymmetrical gameplay. I've always preferred asymmetrical gameplay in a lot of things, especially like shooting modes. I've always preferred asymmetrical gameplay. Like a theme to it. I think it's really fun. So yeah, big W for them bringing it back, but they need to give us the extra ones, which they will in 2 weeks time. So in 2 weeks time we will be back on Slasher, and I'm going to play even more of it. I'm going to play 3 days of it, maybe even more. If I'm really into it, maybe I'll even play 4 days. It's much easier to get people to join as well because it is Slasher. So although it was taking a bit of time at times, it was fairly simple to get people on. Randoms specifically, they're very easily on because there's only 8 players. So yeah, and if you have, like, you know, today we have Brassy, so that means we need 6 people. And then obviously the game with JB, and last night when we had the other Don, and then we only needed, what, 5 people. So yeah, makes it really easy. All right, yeah, I'm gonna check out Jason, see what Jason's saying, see what my guy Jason is saying before I go off. Ah, yes, yes. Okay, it's cool. Machete paddle. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that, you know. Oh. Yeah, okay. All right, okay, I like that. And then obviously Jason. Is there no bundle? Is there not a bundle for Jason, though? Oh, is there no bundle? Not bad. Yeah, it's pretty funny, though, that those emotes. That's good. Crocs, we don't care about those. Little Spice Pumpkin. Oh my god, that's such a Sims 1 vibe. That music is such a Sims 1 vibe. That feels so Sims 1-esque, especially with like the whole pumpkin thing. It reminds me of the Halloween kind of stuff in Sims 1, like in the Making Magic. Another double. That's a good one. Yeah, I think that's the... oh, there is a bundle. Fucking missed it. Yeah, so, yeah, that is... I think that's the reboot Jason, yeah. It looks like the reboot Jason. The shirt and everything. The really fast Jason, because that bro can run. That bro is probably the scariest one for me, because he can just run. Obviously, then there's the grabber from yesterday with the little... I do like the little magic van. I do think that's a really cool... That's a really cool emote. I'm not gonna lie. That's a really cool emote. Oh, Blaze back. The wall scheme just reminds me of like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Alright, cool. So Jason. So it's 1500. Do I really care about... I do like the machete paddle. I do like the machete paddle. But the problem is, do I want to get the extra stuff? Because I never use any of the stuff that comes in these bundles. Because when I have my shit on automated, don't I? Like, it's just random. It doesn't. It's just like different one every time. So do I really want to? Do I really want to spend an extra 1,000 for a bunch of stuff that I may not use? You know what I mean? Like Jason, I'll use. Like 100%, I'll use Jason. But would I use any of these other stuff? Like, it'd just part, and I already have so much random crap. I mean, look at this. I've got so much random crap. Before it's essential, yeah. I mean, but the thing is, like, I'll never use it. Like, that's the issue. Is just like, I never set it to like set ones. I always have random. That's the problem. I always have random stuff. I mean, you know, I've got other things that you could use. I swear I have a spear as well. You know, he uses a spear in the second one, was it? Yeah, use the Mandalorian. That's the Mandalorian spear. Yeah, use that. It's just I got so much shit, so I was like, you know, it's a lot. It's just extra V-Bucks I don't want to spend. I know I've got so many, but like I need to save these up because when GTA 6 comes out, I'm not going to subscribe to Crew anymore. You know, that's not going to be something I'm going to subscribe to for when the new GTA comes out. There's no point unless if it's like a month where it's like Dragon Ball Z or something and Broly's available or some shit. I'm not going to bother anymore. So it's like I want to make sure I've got myself a lot of V-Bucks. I need to make sure I've got at least 5 grand V-Bucks just sitting around, right? So I don't really want to start spending like that'd be basically half my V-Bucks gone if I buy that. Plus I want to buy the Wednesday dance. Plus I want to get the Scooby-Doo van with with the traversal one whenever that comes out. Don't know why they've not dropped that yet, little fuckers. But I think they're coming. Maybe it will come with Velma and maybe it'll come with Fred. I think it comes with Fred, and I think Fred, Daphne, and Velma are dropping later this week. Sorry, next week. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna sit on it for now, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna buy the skin. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna buy the skin, and then I guess I can always upgrade in the future. But like, I think I'm just gonna buy a skin because that's what I mostly pick. You know what I mean? Is May you're definitely going to earn 10k. Yeah, that's true, but like I'm not sure when I'm going to cancel it. I might cancel it at the end of the year. I've been thinking about canceling it at the end of the year because that would leave me enough V-Bucks to buy the two passes that come out before GTA 6, and then I don't really know if I'll care about all the other stuff yet. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I just don't want to be subscribing to Crew all the time, you know, because it's a lot of money. I mean, I know it's only what, like, it's 120 a year, right? And that's double my PS Plus subscription because I don't pay for the extra or anything. So I pay what, 60 a year for the PS Plus. I'm paying double that for Epic for Fortnite Crew, and I'm also now paying for GTA Plus, which again, shit thing to buy, but I'm only doing it because Rockstar might screw me otherwise. I'm not having Rockstar screw me. I'd fucking dare if they say to it, if they come out and say, yeah, GTA Plus subscribers get to play 3 days early, I'm not having that screw me. So, but you know, they'll be like, oh, but only subscribers from before the new year. No, I'm not having them do me like that. I'm not risking it. So I have to subscribe to GTA Plus. But yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll sit on it for now. But I'll probably end up just buying Jason as it is, and then maybe upgrade later on if I have more that I don't mind spending. But yeah, we'll sit on that. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We don't know what they're gonna do yet. They might not actually. That's the problem. Is we don't know if, you know, if they come out later on and say, oh yeah, you know, by the way, you can play early, but only if you've had GTA Plus for the last 6 months. It's too late for most people then. So this is what my worry is. This is why I'm wary about it. I don't think they'll do it, but I'm wary anyway. So, yeah. You miffed you didn't get to buy Ash from Evil Dead. I'm sure it'll be back. I'm sure it'll be back at some point. Maybe before the end of Halloween. You never know. Yeah, I'll probably get Jason. 1500 is not a big deal. I do like that back bling though, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, when do I ever wear back blings? You know what I mean? Like, when do you ever see me wear back blings? I mean, I literally don't use back blings. I only ever use pickaxes because I don't really care for back blings. Like when I'm playing Snake, for example, it doesn't really fit on Snake. If I'm playing like Little Split or the other Don, it can work. But when I'm playing like Snake, it just doesn't really work to have a back bling. Yeah, that's the problem. It's like it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of money, a lot of V-Bucks for something that I probably won't use. And I don't see myself using. I need to hide. I like this emote, but I'll never use it. Like, you have to wait for a day where it's like maybe once every few months, whenever the Friday the 13th pop up. This I could see myself using a lot more. I do like that. I do like that. I could see myself using that. But I need to go through all my emotes anyway, because you know how I've got so many emotes that I'll never use. I need to go through them and start to archive them because they take up way too much. They take up way too much space. So I don't know. We'll see. The Ghost bundle is only 2K. Maybe the people that own the Friday 13th stuff charge more. It's actually very interesting that they let them use it because, I mean, obviously the guy that got the rights back, he didn't want it. He didn't like Jason necessarily. He wanted to make it all about the mother, right? That's why he got his rights back and he said he wanted to make it about the mother again. But the fact that they've agreed to use to let them use the actual Jason is interesting. You know, that's interesting that they've that they've done that. I mean, I guess you can't really have the mother. I mean, it wouldn't. I mean, you could, but who would buy it? You know, anyone who's going to buy a Friday 13th emote is or skin is going to buy it because it's Jason. If they put the mother up as the only skin, how many Dons would actually buy it? You know what I mean? I'm sure there'd be some Dons out there, the ones who like hardcore love it, and the people that, you know, the fans of that one, but specifically. But I just, when people think of Friday the 13th, they think of Jason. So yeah, I think making Jason the one was the right choice. But yeah. Yeah, this has been a crazy battle. It's just a shame that like it happened because it killed the game. Like, imagine if it never happened. Imagine if they could just have come to an agreement and then we could have got, you know, we could have got more updates to the game. Such a shame that they died because of that, because of all because these people could not agree on like stuff. Like the guy who originally who had the rights and wanted it back, they could have just come to an agreement where he could do his own thing with the mother. He would have all the rights to the mother and the original story so that they could do what they want with it, whilst then letting the other Don, who's been running it for the last like 20 years or beyond, let him use the Jason side of it. Then everyone's happy, because that way the guy who's been doing Jason for so many years, he gets to do that, and then the Don who wants to do the mother can do the mother story again. He could do, you know, a reboot of the mother story. Like, I don't know why they had to pick and choose. I don't know why they had to be so picky over it. So yeah, honestly, stupid fighting that just screwed everyone over, because we could have both. Why couldn't we have both of the stories? Hell, even if the Friday the 13th, even if they had to change the name to just Jason, you know, maybe the guy with the mother could have decided to do his own thing, maybe make his own, like make a new name, or maybe if he wanted to keep the Friday the 13th you know, name, that's fine. They could just rename the new stuff with Jason just Jason or something, because, you know, that's what people know, you know, for Friday the 13th anyway, it's Jason, so just call him Jason. You know, I don't know why they pisses me off that they couldn't have just come to an agreement on that. Instead, we ended up losing everything. So stupid. Imagine the mother as a bat bling. That would be pretty fire. Yeah, it just really pisses me off that they had such a opportunity with it, and they just, yeah, they really screwed themselves on that one. So thanks lads. We lost a great game, and you know, I would love to play that game. I used to stream that back in 2018 when I started streaming. I was a bit bored of GTA at the time, waiting for Red Dead to come out, and I started streaming Friday the 13th. So I think maybe about 20 of my streams are Friday the 13th related. And instead, you know, yeah, it's dead. So thanks to those two Dons that couldn't just agree. Let's have a look. Actually, let's see if I can find out how much I've streamed it, because it used to tell me. He played that game. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. Oh, well, I put 90 hours. I put 90 hours into Friday the 13th. Also, just a thing. I am top 4.07% of Twitch. Doesn't that just say a lot about Twitch, by the way? That I am top 4.07. I'm a tiny streamer. I'm absolutely fucking tiny compared to some of these Dons out there. And I'm top 4%, basically. What the fuck? How? Like, Jesus Christ. Top 4%, that is fucked. But yeah, Friday 13th, 90.3 hours. So I played that 90.3 hours. Average stream time per stream was 3 hours 20. Last seen 1st of November 2019, which I'm pretty sure is when Red Dead Redemption. No, that was wait, what the fuck? Wait, that was 2019. What the fuck? When did I play in 2019? I'm pretty sure I stopped playing in 2018. Maybe I did play in 2019. Total streams 27. I did 27 streams of it. Wow. Just wow, that's crazy. Yeah, then so that's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my 6th most played game. Is Friday 13th on stream. My 5th was Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. DBD was 110 hours, which was my 4th. Fortnite 703, 3rd. Red Dead Redemption 2, 954. So Fortnite is very close to overtaking Red Dead. I actually could end up overtaking Red Dead with Fortnite by the end of the year, potentially. That's crazy. So Red Dead's going to become my 3rd most pop. I love how my 2 most played games on stream are Rockstar games, but soon Fortnite will overtake. But I don't think it'll overtake GTA 5 because I've played 4,054 hours of GTA 5 on stream. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. Worst horror franchise is probably Wrong Turn, Hellraiser, Children of the Corn, or Leprechaun. I've never seen any of them. I've heard of Hellraiser, I've never seen the rest though. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. I have. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. It's always really interesting to see like stuff like that, like stats like that. Oh well. But yeah. So there you go. So that's the situation at the moment. But yeah. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to call it because I'm pretty tired. Although I will probably stay up. I will, as I said, tomorrow I'm going to do Fortnite instead of GTA. That'll be the plan. I don't know what I'm going to do on Fortnite, but I'm going to do something. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Probably will be Reload, Blitz, all the usual. Yeah, so that'll be tomorrow. And then I'll try to I'll post in the Discord and in the current events at some point a list of things of like times I'll be available each day this week. What I'll be doing streaming and when, because I think Rebecca's given me a schedule now, so I can do that now that I know, because her schedule changed actually literally like yesterday. So again, it makes it hard for me to say anything long term because the schedule change is so short term. It's fucking stupid, but there you go. So I'll probably put something up on the Discord of like my likely schedule and what it will be. But as you know, end of next week mostly GTA. But it'll probably be Fortnite tomorrow, and then Sunday and onwards. I don't know yet. I'll think about it. Yeah, have a good one, everyone. Take care. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for playing, Brassy. And I think JB's gone, but thank you, JB, as well, for playing. Hope you all have a lovely Saturday. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back on tomorrow with something with a bit of Fortnite. So see you guys then. But yeah, God bless. Take care. And again, once again, the starting soon screen instead of the end screen. But hey, at least it's something, right? At least it's a screen. There you go. God bless.